Are we live, Poseidon?
See?
Top of the morning to you. George is cutting in and out. Look at him with his Bosnian internet connection. Welcome, everybody. Top of the morning to you. Either you're going to have to cut George off at some point if he continues with this chicanery.
That's what happens when you move to Brossard.
Yeah. God damn, your hair is amazing. You woke up 14 seconds ago, huh?
Well, yeah, if you want to put it that way.
Welcome to the morning show, guys. Don't forget, patreon.com/Pantelis. Join the nation. I got Philly B with me right here. Fresh off his day off. He took a day off last episode to check out his baby's graduation.
Yeah, she be graduating and shit.
Kids graduate too often, I find.
She just started work.
Yeah, they graduate. They give them a ceremony for everything.
Yeah. She even had a gown.
Really?
Yeah, it was really over the top.
It's a bit much.
It was cute.
It's a bit much, but you know what? They're kids.
She
Let
asked
them
me
enjoy
after.
it.
She said, "What now?" I said, "Now you gotta go work in the coal mines.
Yeah.
Up in the hollers."
And now you got a job, bitch. You got to start contributing. She's like, oh no, I didn't graduate. Gotta get graduation. Find Phil Balabanos. Links are in the description. He's a podcaster. He's a filmmaker. And he can make your garbage business look a little less trashy. Because he's a professional filmmaker. He makes high-end commercials. Have you heard of a company, I don't know, Pepsi? You heard of them? You heard of Coca-Cola? Perrier? He's heard of them too. He's drank all those things.
But I don't anymore.
Regardless, he could also make commercials. Top-notch commercials. Phil Balabanos. Links in the description. Let's go right away.
Can't even pay for
to our
promos
news
like
correspondent.
From
The man from the dirty south, Dirty G, host of Just Us Dads, George Chickity Jiggity Chandrizos.
What's going on, guys?
Hello, G-Funk.
Was I cutting out? Because everything...
In the beginning,
George?
there was some echoes and some cuttery and fuckery
And chicanery.
from your regular
Why'd
connection.
you say chicanery?
I wanted to.
It's a good word.
I know, it's fun.
Yeah. Can I tell you a conspiracy theory I have?
Of chicanery?
Yeah, well, not a specific.
The word chicanery.
So, do you watch a lot of like primetime television or no? Not
I'm
really.
never home at the right time to watch
I don't mean
things.
to watch them live, but do you watch shows that are in those slots?
What's in? Give me an example.
Like, I don't know, like these procedurals, like The Rookie or like 911 or
no,
whatever.
No, I don't know.
I've noticed, because Anna loves them, sometimes I'll hear a word like chicanery, which I hadn't heard in 15 years and forgot existed.
Okay.
And I'll hear it on one show. And on that same week, I'll hear it on 5 other shows. And I was like, are the writers getting together and going, guys, it's our word of the week? Because it's not the first time it's happened to me. It's happened with other concepts and words also.
Well, I will confirm one thing with you.
Yeah.
A lot of your favorite shows, there's a lot of inbreeding. There's a lot of different writers that write for
I
different shows
assumed
at the
that
same
at
time.
first, but I
So
looked.
someone's voice.
I checked.
Really?
No affiliation whatsoever.
So you recently heard chicanery?
This is not that recent. Maybe like beginning of the pandemic, right before everything went on break.
Oh, a year ago.
A year ago.
That's a long time for me to start saying chicanery.
No, I'm not saying that you heard it from there. I'm saying that in 1 week, 4 shows used a word that I haven't heard, ever until today again.
Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed.
Illuminati 100% confirmed. Poseidon, the triangles are taking over?
Yes, bro. My third eye open.
Yeah.
Your
I
fucking,
that's-
your brown eyes open.
Yer-
Yo, Mr. G-Funk, tell me you got some positive news for us.
Dirty G.
Yeah, we got a few things
That's a lie. That's a
this
fucking
morning.
lie.
First of all, before I get started, because I was just going through the feed just to make sure that I have everything there, and I saw this video that has been going around Facebook, I think. It's this old Greek lady in Laval that
What?
backed up her car right into a house.
She drove her car into another house?
You haven't seen it?
No, was it
Okay.
the house of her rival?
No, and I'm
Poseidon,
like, okay,
bring it up.
George, put it in the chat for Poseidon. So you
Type
can
in
type it.
regular woman driver, but in Laval.
Lady driver backs up car appropriately.
It's somewhere on Facebook, man. It's been going around. It is the funniest thing, and
No, I
just
haven't seen
because,
this.
like, even more so because they look Greek. So when you see the video, you're like, okay, these old people, they look Greek. They could pass maybe for Italians, but then you hear them talking, right? But they're talking in Greek, and they're doing all these hand gestures, like. I'm like, oh my God, what happened? How could this happen? And
Wait,
you
did
hear
they
them talking
drive
in
into
Greek,
another
right?
Greek person's house?
I can't find it.
Yeah. She just backed that shit right into the fucking.
She backed that ass up. George, send it to Poseidon.
Yeah, send it to Poseidon if you can't help.
Try and find it. Hold on.
Oh, that's actually great.
Dirty G.
And this was recent, or it's like a video that recirculated?
Yeah, no, it must be recent.
Oh, please let it be someone I know when the video pops up, like a distant aunt
I mean,
or an ex-girlfriend or something.
there are odds that it could be that, yeah.
Yeah, there's only 80,000 of us in the whole province.
It's not that much.
That's not a lot. No.
No.
I mean, you got to be careful. It could be cousins.
Imagine it's one of my relatives.
I would still make fun of them.
I didn't mean for. Anyways.
Yeah. I mean, this is a funny situation regardless of who it happened to.
Remember that guy years ago who had painted a Greek flag on his
garage door? I didn't know that guy.
The city's like, you can't do this. He's like, why not? They're like, because it looks ridiculous.
It did look ridiculous, but I still don't understand why he can't do that.
There was a specific set of colors in the bylaws for all the garages in that neighborhood. Like
blue and white was all you had to have the same color.
Yeah. It was like brown, taupe, whatever. I'm making those letters colors up.
I don't like that.
I mean, listen,
that's where we're drawing the line. It's 2021, and we're drawing the line at colors.
This was 2001.
That's what segregation is.
Those were different times.
Okay.
The blacks didn't have the vote yet.
Hold on, guys.
Bro, please stop Googling stuff, George, because every time you do, we keep hearing ourselves in double.
Start calling him Georgiagovina.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I got the video because I'm sending it to you.
Yeah.
I should have sent it to you before. I was convinced that you would have seen it for sure.
No, we don't
Google
with
don't Google. Why it wouldn't? I don't think it would be high profile enough to be on Google. You should have checked the YouTube.
I literally typed
or
in
the
old
Facebook.
lady hits house with car Laval.
It seems like
that's not accurate enough.
Like a niche video.
Just type in woman accident.
Woman accident.
Oh yeah.
Bro, why do they happen often?
Endless videos, bro. It's never gonna end. As you're looking for old ones, there's gonna be new ones popping up.
Sir, be more specific. Today, sir, be more specific.
This minute.
How do I copy the link here? Hold on a second.
You could text it to him.
Oh, this fucking humidity is killing me. I'm so sore.
Yeah.
Send it on Twitter.
Send it on
Why are you
Twitter.
yelling?
I don't know. I'm very agitated.
So you can hear him in
morning.
Brassard.
No, it's one of those mornings. It's one of you parked downstairs. Did you pay for parking?
Oh fuck no, I didn't.
Do you know what your number is?
Yes, AB256.
So somebody find his car and fucking egg it.
Yeah, he's so. I can't believe he yelled it out like that. That's not what I meant, but it's okay.
Good times.
Wow.
Bit of an imbecile.
It can be
Next is his address.
No, but it can be. This number can be downtown.
No, it can't.
No, the letters are different per neighborhood.
Yeah, what do you think they repeat?
How
Then wouldn't you be paying for someone else? You fucking idiot.
Yeah, think about that for a second.
All right, I send it to you.
He's trying to understand what we're saying.
No, I do understand.
Okay.
So that's like his address. He gives his address. He's like, bro, it could be anyone's address, bro. Could be anyone's phone number.
Yeah, you know, like my name's Poseidon, his name's Poseidon.
Yeah.
Whoops.
You got it, Poseidon.
You sent it on Twitter?
On Twitter.
So do we have only the video, the aftermath?
I assume so.
Yeah, you don't see it happening. It's just you see the car hanging out from like the living room window in the front of the house.
This is
a bay window.
And there's like this 80-year-old grandmother coming out
of the car.
Watch this video be super uninteresting after all this buildup.
I would love if the video is clearly fake.
No, it's not fake at all. But the funny thing is, just the reactions. It's just like,
all right, we're gonna trust you. We're gonna trust you, and we're gonna watch it.
I trust George way more than Poseidon. Like Poseidon sometimes does this.
It's not about the accident. It's about the reactions.
I'm already having fun. This is great.
How did she even get up there?
I don't even know.
So many questions.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
But
how did she climb that? How did this happen? It looks
like she must have been like I saw. So this is what I saw. I'm like, okay, they look Greek. They could pass for Italians. I don't know. And then when I saw the hand gestures, I'm like,
Greeks.
Then you hear the guy talking in the background. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know this guy.
No,
my dad. I know this guy. You gotta send
George,
send that to me on Twitter. I gotta send it to my dad.
By the way, you drew.
Oh my god, it was so funny. Anyway,
I took care of your parking situation. Yeah, and people are setting up to vandalize your car.
Yeah. Olga said she was gonna rub her pheromones all over it.
Okay, I have insurance. I don't care.
For pheromones?
Okay,
that's good insurance.
And his insurance is like, look, we can't keep paying for people to vandalize your car. At some point, you're the problem.
All right, guys, let's go to the news. This morning, I don't know if you guys knew, early this morning, there was this supermoon situation going on mixed with a lunar eclipse. I don't know if you guys saw it. I was sleeping.
Of the heart?
I'll show you a supermoon.
I saw it last night.
I didn't see shit.
Saw it
I was
last
sleeping.
night?
Yeah.
It was the
gave you
first
the
one.
old
It was
supermoon?
the first lunar eclipse in over 2 years. And obviously, the moon was at the closest point to Earth. which made it appear 7% larger and about 15% more bright.
Sounds like a new iPhone ad.
That was mad bright. I was looking at it. I was like, I was about to howl.
Isn't
bro.
a lunar eclipse when there is no moon? How can a lunar eclipse be 7% brighter?
No, it was a mix of a lunar eclipse and a super moon. So the moon was super close, so you see it, but at the same time there was an eclipse happening.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. Anyways, I just threw that in there. I'm not sure. I don't know if you guys are big on these things and if you had seen it. Also, pretty interesting for the people. I'm not sure exactly.
I saw
what
the
time
moon
this happened.
doubling up. I saw it when it was there in the day. That was cool.
I don't know if you guys. I don't know exactly what time, or if you're probably going to see this because you guys are on the island. There will be a bunch of fighter jets conducting training exercise over Montreal today at some point during the day. This is a joint exercise with U.S. F-15s. It's part of a NORAD training that simulates responses to airspace restriction violations, hijackings, and a bunch of other situations in high-density airspace.
Well, last time they did that, 9/11 happened.
No, when 9/11 happened, NORAD satellites were down apparently for some weird reason. But anyway, so you have a bunch of Royal Canadian Air Force jets and F-15s from the U.S. So we have the CF-18s and the F-15s, and they will be flying close to a tanker aircraft. So I'm guessing the exercises will be kind of obviously linked, so it's going to be cool. I don't know if you guys are going to be hearing stuff. If you do, I mean, see if you can take a video. It's pretty cool. We don't always see jets flying in our airspace. So that's happening today for everyone living in Montreal. Am I still there? Are you guys still there?
We're still listening. We're still listening.
Cool. I wasn't sure
we're taking care of business while we're listening to you.
Fucked up there. All right. Let's move on to more serious news in the U.S., guys. Some news around that criminal probe into the Trump organization. The
criminal probe into the Trump organization, as if he's a criminal.
Not necessarily him, but they're investigating the Trump organization. He may or may not be involved. It's not sure yet, but I was reading yesterday in the Washington Post that the Manhattan's district attorney has called a grand jury that is expected to decide whether to indict the former president, other executives in his company, or even the company itself. So they've presented different criminal charges according to his financial statements. Now, the panel was convened recently, and they will sit for 3 days a week for a period of 6 months. So this is a huge process that is about to start. This move indicates that perhaps the district attorney over there, his name is Cyrus Vance, his investigation of the former president and his business, it has reached an advanced stage after more than 2 years. So just to clarify, this has nothing to do with him during his presidency. This is everything before he was president. So it also suggests this whole procedure that the district attorney thinks that he has found certain evidence that could be criminal, if not by Trump himself, definitely by some people that are very close to him or in his company. Basically, just so I can tell you exactly what this is all about, they're scrutinizing Trump's business practices. Like I said, it was before he was president, including whether the value of specific properties in the Trump organization's real estate portfolio were manipulated in a way that defrauded the banks.
Smear campaign.
And if any tax benefits were also obtained illegally through asset valuation.
They're knocking on heaven's door right now.
In simple terms,
they rang the doorbell to Thagins Putanas.
Apparently what is being alleged is that he would manipulate the valuation so that he can gain loans from banks. And then once he had them and the projects were underway, he would again manipulate the valuation so that he can get tax exempted, which is obviously criminal. So they're looking into that. It's very interesting, in my opinion. I don't know exactly what is going to come of it, but it just seems that everyone is on his case. Obviously, Trump came out and said, this is the biggest witch hunt in American history. They're just on my case for reasons that he can't explain. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, doesn't this kind of shit always keep happening? Like, I've spent 4 years watching this drama.
Well, look, I mean, this all started when Michael Cohen appeared before the Senate committee, right? And he opened his mouth and he said a bunch of stuff back when he was still involved in the Trump organization. And since then, they had started the investigation on all the, whatever issues with respect to his property and his bank accounts and everything around that stuff. So we'll see where that will lead. Is everything okay there? Are you guys being bombed? What's going on?
No, you stay with Phil because I'm gonna go tear some assholes.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Well,
don't
forget.
I thought last week.
It's not his fault.
I thought last week when I heard the noises that it was the biggest I've ever heard, but now I mean this is ridiculous.
No, because now they're literally right outside the front door, drilling into our wall.
What are they doing? I mean, if there is no office,
I think they're building the office next door, but like the thing is, they lie to us. So the workers who are outside now that Poseidon's talking to, they have no idea. They were told go do this. That's it.
Yeah, no, it's not their fault. It's not their fault. But at some point, I mean, it has.
I have clients coming in at 1. I sent them an email just now that says if I can't work with my clients at 1, I mean, they're getting the bill straight up. That's it.
Oh, absolutely, man. Fucking start charging these guys, man. I mean, you guys are trying to run a business over there. Honestly,
it's a fucking. Anyways,
it makes absolutely.
He's going to see Isaac now because the guys don't know.
I told you they're not told anything. Isaac's full of shit. Yeah. You know what? Honestly, if you guys are looking for a place to rent and you come across a company called Poseidon, think carefully. Find out who's fucking running the building because these guys are clowns. Is that slander?
This is some clown shit.
It's been documented on 40 episodes. No, it's not.
This is some fucking clown shit. Yeah.
But it's pretty big. This company, I see it everywhere.
It's not the whole company. It's not the whole guys running this building.
This specific one.
It's like the
anyways,
of the family.
Yeah, we'll handle it, Phil. Calm your
anyway.
kids.
No, I'm pretty fucking amped up right now. Like I'm angry because I have clients coming in.
Okay, doesn't help.
Help what?
This doesn't help the situation. Anyways, keep going, George. Sorry to derail you.
That's not a problem, guys. Moving on to Canada, there was this motion that was tabled yesterday and that passed unanimously. And I hope, again, I'm not fucking wrong because I was convinced that there was going to be a federal election this year. In fact, I was convinced it was going to happen last year.
You're wrong a lot.
There was a motion that was tabled yesterday, passed unanimously. All parties pretty much supported it. And the motion basically stated that the federal government should not hold elections during the pandemic period. So everyone, they voted unanimously. It was a motion that was tabled by the Bloc Québécois, and it basically urged the government to make every effort possible to ensure that voters are not called to the polls as long as this pandemic continues. And it was supported by everyone except one guy that voted against it, which is Derek Sloan. That's the conservative. If you guys remember, it was the guy running for the conservative leadership. He had like extremist.
I don't remember this guy.
I remember that guy. They kicked him out because he was talking nonsense. Anyway,
was he?
So I mean, and this is not new. I mean, we were expecting something like this to happen. I mean, for weeks, the opposition MPs, they've been asking the government to rule out an election during a pandemic. I think they're trying to force Trudeau's arm to come out and definitely say that there won't be an election because we know that the motions they don't hold any ground, right? I mean, they're not binding in any way. So it's very possible that the government, the liberals there support it, then tomorrow they may go the opposite direction. It holds no ground. So they've been trying for months now to get Trudeau to clearly state that there won't be an election during the pandemic period, and he refuses all the time. So basically Trudeau has been saying that, look, it's a minority parliament. The government doesn't have the sole power to decide when we go into an election. There's all these factors that can come about. And I remember when a reporter asked him on yesterday, if he would commit not to calling an election until the World Health Organization pretty much decided that the pandemic is over. He, of course, again refused. So he's always playing, kind of in between. He wants to give the impression that it's not clear and that he's not sure about what's happening. I think he wants to grab everyone by surprise. The main issue right now is that Election Canada has come out with concerns with respect to holding an election during a pandemic because of different measures that have to be changed. And this is why everyone is kind of thinking that there will be an election, because last December the government introduced a bill. It's Bill C-19, which basically is a bill to amend the Canada Elections Act. So I'm not sure exactly what they're being discussed over there. I think it's just different criteria, how many people can vote, where you can vote, and all these things that are being analyzed right now. The bill has actually passed a second reading in the Senate, and it has been sent back to the Standing Committee, to the Parliament Standing Committee on Procedures and House Affairs. So they're looking really into changing the Elections Act. I don't think it's a coincidence. They're trying to get that passed as soon as possible. There's a little bullshit happening in that parliamentary committee where the Conservatives are trying to bypass it by doing some other stuff so that they can delay it as much as possible. I'm just wondering, even if they do delay it, if they could still go to an election without amending it. That to me is the big thing, because there's no way that you can hold an election the traditional way. You have to make changes, especially.
But what's in the documentation, like in the legal stuff for, online vote? That stuff's not like online voting, mail voting.
Well, right now you can't vote online. You could vote by mail. Obviously, that's always been the case here in Canada. But I'm thinking
electronic mail. Couldn't they just use that as a stepping stone?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what I haven't read it, but they're trying to change things up around. For example, instead of having it done one day, kind of like in the U.S., right? They did it over a couple of days, which created this whole controversy over there about voter fraud. So they're looking at all these possibilities on how to change the way that we vote. They're trying to do that really quickly, though, which has raised a couple flags, and that's why everyone thinks that they're probably intending on going to an election around summer, if not summer, pretty much after summer, right? So at the fall, around September. So we'll see. The Conservatives are
I'm getting bored of COVID, so let's do an election. Why not? Yeah, makes sense.
I think he's late, man. I think he should have done it last year.
George,
the polls were good, but obviously, it would have been disastrous, right? In the middle of the thick of it, right? To call an election.
But you've been wrong so many times this pandemic that I would bet against you any day. It just seems like easy money. You've been wrong about everything, bro. They're not gonna fucking give us barcodes, bro. They're not gonna make us get vaccines. There's gonna be an election. You've been wrong more than you've said words.
It's true. I said there's no way they're gonna move to the vaccine.
You've been wrong about everything,
and it's fucking happening. Oh my goodness!
You're like, Greece won't require a passport. They're just saying that Turkey's not being Turkey. You've just been wrong. It's amazing. How does it feel to be wrong so often?
But someone told me recently that they no longer with Greece that you just mentioned. They don't need like a vaccine passport. All they need is a proof that you've tested negative.
They have that already. We've been doing that for the past 8 months.
But I think that's the only thing that they need. They don't need you to have done to have been vaccinated. I'm not sure. Someone was telling me this. I was pretty much convinced that you did need a proof of vaccination to travel. I don't know.
I don't know. What else you got? Yeah.
Did you see what happened? Sorry about that.
What's going on there? You got the video?
Happened on the Iloturt Bridge there in the West Island.
So someone told me that the bridge is fucked, basically, but that's all I know. Tell me more. And can you give me real stuff? No, don't be wrong. Don't speculate. Make up shit, huh? This is the morning show, George. This is a fucking respectable news outlet.
When I speculate, I say it. Guys, this is speculation. I'm not sure. We got to play it safe. No, this apparently there was road work being done on the bridge since April.
Okay. They spent like millions of dollars on this, yes.
So this is why the government is highly criticized right now, because they knew that they must have known since April that the bridge had these structural damages since April, but it was only on Thursday that they raised, the big emergency flag and they closed it down. I'm not sure exactly how many support beams aren't steady.
6.
That have to 6?
I don't know, George.
Oh, okay.
I love how you're like, is it 6? So now we know why your speculations are wrong. You take facts wherever people say them.
So where
is the Ilotort Bridge?
Basically, if you take the 40 west, as soon as you leave out of Montreal and you go into Vaudreuil, that's the little strip there that you.
So all those assholes who built giant houses for nothing a few years ago, and they're like, bro, I just take the 40. I'm in the city in 5 minutes. Downtown 12 minutes. Those guys are fucked.
Pretty much, yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
okay.
On Thursday, it was the headline news, man. It was like people stuck in traffic for like hours upon hours. We're talking about
That's hilarious.
like over 3 hours stuck, bumper to bumper. I mean, imagine how frustrating that is.
I don't have to imagine. I've done it once.
I've been stuck in traffic too, man. I remember
no,
I was working in the West Island. I don't know why it's always in the West Island.
Because there's only one way in or out. It's like fucking. Anyways.
It's crazy. So there was this huge 18-wheeler that had kind of flipped over. It took a turn off an exit somewhere. I can't remember, the 13th or the exit right after on Sources. Anyway, and the thing fucking tipped over, and it was carrying all these chemical products, so they had to close.
I remember
everything
this.
down.
I remember this.
And pretty much, well, nobody could take the 40. So to go back, I was living at home. I was in Park X. I had to take Gouin, and it was just jammed.
Yeah,
like to the point where I had to stop to put gas. That bad.
I mean, I've been stuck once. Not here. I was working on a video shoot in in Massachusetts. I was in Somerville. It's like right near Cambridge, Massachusetts. Yeah. And we were in traffic for like we didn't move more than a meter for maybe 4 hours. Oh. Okay, on the 4th hour, we managed to move a little bit further, and there was like a way to get into a parking lot, and I pulled in because we were running low on gas, and there was a bar, and we just ended up hanging out at this bar for like four more hours.
You probably weren't alone.
No, a bunch of people came in. It was a mess. Like I've never seen traffic like that before.
No, but it's what you said, right? I mean, you have one access point into Montreal.
Yeah. Well, not really. You have two technically. Oh no, wait. Onto the island, you mean, huh?
Oh, to get onto the island. I mean, there's always ways to go around, but you have to come from the South Shore.
Yeah, that's right.
Because this is west of the Mercier, right? So I think you have to whatever it is, the 30, whatever it is over there.
I don't know the highways out there.
Yeah, so you got to come in from like west of Chateauguay, west of Chateauguay, and then grab all the way the 132 coming south, and then grab the.
Maybe they can use that new tunnel they're building in Quebec.
It's exactly what I was going to talk about now, because you have local elected officials that are fucking criticizing the government. They're like, listen. We've been yelling for years that we want a new structure, that we need to redesign this, that it's not working, that it's old. And, the government just announced a project upwards of $7 billion to build a tunnel for, a couple thousand cars a day that use it. Meanwhile, this bridge, I put down the figure over here. You have close to 90,000 vehicles that cross this bridge every single day.
Seems like a good place to put another structure.
Well, the thing also is that a huge part of these vehicles, I'm sure, are trucks and heavy vehicles.
Yeah, because it's the 40, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Wait, is it the 40?
It is the 40.
So it's the Trans-Canada Highway.
It's the Trans-Canada Highway. It's the 40 going into Vaudreuil.
Interesting.
So anyways, the government now announced that as of Monday, there's going to be one lane opened in both directions. They've already invested over $120 million in repair to the bridge this year. They plan on dropping another $150 million going forward. But again, at this point, I mean, do you not just want? And it's not a big bridge, right? I mean, you're just crossing that little path of water or whatever.
Can we just fill it with dirt at this point?
Yeah, fill it with dirt connected. Yeah, exactly.
Just fuck it.
But it's obviously not going to cost more than what the tunnel is costing, and you have a bigger need for this kind of project. So nobody.
When I look for houses, because like I'm homeless soon, I never look west because like I just don't want to be dependent on the 40. Like, George is gone. Oh, he's still kind of.
Jesus Christ, bro! Bro, let me ask you, who's your service provider?
Is it ACN?
I'm with Videotron.
Oh,
no,
fuck,
it's Videotron. You know what the problem is? I because I'm plugged direct to the router, and that little pin on the cable broke off, and it's not holding on very well in the computer.
There's no way.
That wouldn't cause like buffering. That would cause loss of connection.
Yeah, we would completely lose you.
Yeah. Kind of the way we do when you tell us news that's not interesting, and we're just like, whatever, no one's listening. Anyways, maybe we can, and then when he gets back, we could. Okay. Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I used to do as a teenager when I wanted to hang up on my mother.
You know what I used to do as a teenager? I just hang up. Bye, ma.
No.
Stop.
Yeah, Mauricio, man. Videotron is slowly says, I don't know what's going on, man. Yeah, Videotron has been I don't know. They've been fucking up lately. I mean, I don't know.
home
Who do you
service
guys
sucks.
have at home?
At home, I have Bell, and it sucks because I'm not wired for high speed, but we're moving, so I don't care. Here we have Videotron. We have that hybrid fibe thing, whatever it's called.
Yeah. No, I don't
Helix.
have.
We have Helix here. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's the hybrid. It's not real fibe internet.
It's like kind of.
Could. The thing is, they could. Basically, what they do is they funnel fibe speeds, but through the old style of internet. So it's still the same issue because fibe internet, what it does is it creates a lane for every individual on the internet. So let's say you have, I don't know.
It's not exactly true. When you have your own dedicated fiber network, yes. But when we all share it, no. Not
well,
quite.
it depends. Like to the building, because it goes to the building, right? It kind of creates an individual...
Like node?
Yeah, type of thing for every service provider
that.
for Bell. Yeah, no, I worked for Bell.
I mean, when we had...
when it first came out, they can't lie about that. They're going to get lawsuits.
I mean, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they got into a bunch of lawsuits after...
Not for that, though.
For misadvertising which services were fiber.
Yeah,
they just called it all five.
Like
that's
but,
why.
But the technology itself, that's what it does.
But
You know
isn't
what I mean?
Videotron...
Now, hold on. Videotron, what it does is it gives you five speeds, but over the old
network
grid, let's say. So what it does is it gives you the five speeds, but it puts everyone on the same 5 lanes, let's say technically, of highway. So that's why your speeds slow down. So wherever in your neighborhood, you have one centralized thing,
and then it goes out to the other houses.
And it goes out to the other houses.
And that's what I was gonna say. So if you have like 5-6 houses around that have Videotron, you're pretty much sharing, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, at the old studio, we had fiber direct to the fucking office. It was crazy fast.
I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna change. I think I'm gonna go with Bell. But
well, I have the option to cancel my Bell now. But what we're doing is we're just transferring it and updating to fiber at my parents' house. I'm just gonna transfer my thing so I can, because we can't all share one internet.
Yo,
They're going
Mauricio
downstairs.
Gomez, Fizz is very suspiciously close to Jizz. Miss me with that gay shit.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
Because he's like, does anybody use Fizz internet?
Fizz has I thought Fizz was like a mobile
I don't know
thing.
what Fizz was. I never heard of it.
Oh, there you go, Julien. The fighter jets are just above my balcony. Cool, man. They're doing the.
So what do you think? This is the morning show for Julien to brag? Is that what you think this is? Hashtag brag. I got fighter jets.
No rad.
You ever hear the Palestinians brag about that? No.
Jesus.
Oh, guys, talking about the Palestinians. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but honestly, because we've mentioned it on other episodes.
Crazy motherfucker.
No, wait, I'm gonna wait for Phil to get back.
Why, is it good?
Because this is fucking crazy.
I don't know when Phil's coming back. I have no idea where he went. He just
No,
left.
you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna tell you guys. Our friend there in Parliament. I don't know if we should say her name, but whatever. She, the one that keeps putting her fucking feet in her mouth all the time.
All of them?
She made a huge fucking mistake over the weekend. I don't know
Wait,
if you
is this that fuck who?
Yeah, our young Greek friend parliamentary.
Oh, that's who you're talking about. Oh shit, me! I thought you were talking about Trudeau's right hand woman.
Who's Trudeau's right hand woman?
She has a weird name. She used to be in charge of she used to be an ambassador to Europe, but then the Europeans told her to fuck off and she started crying.
Oh no. Okay, no, the finance minister.
Yeah, she's the finance minister.
She's the finance minister.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah.
Hold on, who's the finance minister?
I've been pleading with the economy to do better, and it doesn't work.
You're talking about Chrystia Freeland.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about our friend that fucked up with the whole French issue back in the day.
Yeah. I know her. She came to one of my comedy shows. So I don't know her. That's my extent of knowledge. What did she do?
She's in hot fucking water again, man. I don't know why she felt
Gino and Aaron
to make a statement on the Israelo-Palestinian conflict. Like, don't leave that alone.
What did she say?
Leave it alone.
What did she say?
Isn't it? Couldn't you have just reshared your foreign affairs minister's statement and just leave it at that?
Can I guess what she said?
Oh, tell me.
She may have said, "Well, there's all this conflict. It doesn't stop. Why don't we bomb both of them?" Is that what she said?
No.
That would have been a good one.
So this is the backstory. She was keeping quiet, and then there's this pressure group online that sent out this huge message. I don't know. They have thousands of followers, and they're like, the only one that hasn't made a statement is her call her office now, and here's what you're gonna pressure her on. So they
Can
have
I
like
just say? I just gotta say how ridiculous. The only one isn't she? Like, what does she represent? Saint Laurent.
yeah.
Is that really like the one person that we need to make a statement?
First of
The
all, it
representative of
wasn't the
Saint
only
Laurent.
one. I mean, most of them haven't made a statement because you already have the prime minister and the foreign affairs minister that have issued official statements. But the thing is that they had a bunch of criteria that they wanted her to address, right? And
That's none of her business. Like, why would she have to address this? She should shut up and just talk about Saint Laurent.
Yeah, I know. So she issues a statement. First of all, it is fucking horribly written. I don't know who wrote it for her. I don't know if it's her or if it's her staff or whatever. So badly written. And basically what it does, it addresses exactly those things that the pressure group wanted her to denounce, right? So she says, like, in her thing,
what's the deal with these Jews?
I denounce Israel's bombing of neighborhoods and blah blah, killing of children, innocent life, and all these things. And then the shitstorm just fucking happened, man.
Isn't our official stance as Canadians that it's cool to bomb children?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think our official stance is that it's cool to fund extremist militaries.
That's true. Yeah, we also sell weapons. We're also cool to bomb kids as long as they're Yemeni, right?
Yeah,
that's our official stand. Okay, just making
sure. So, anyways, so she had to make a second statement, correcting herself, which she didn't. Like, it's one of those things where you try to make things better, but you just keep fucking up. And then she did even a video explaining, and the video was just so funny. She's like, "Okay, everyone, so I just thought I'd make a video to address what's happening in the Middle East. I won't be commenting on that because it's obviously very complex. No shit, it's fucking complex, of which you know absolutely nothing, and you shouldn't have made a statement to begin with, right? So then she tried to play it very, neutral. I support the Israeli state and their right to defend themselves, but at the same time, we have to, work together to find a peaceful solution, and blah blah blah. And I denounce all acts of hatred towards the Jewish community. And it's like, just shut up.
Yeah, just don't say anything. I don't know why you got involved.
Anything. Don't get exactly why. Just because a pressure group asked all these people to call you. Who cares? They call you. Let them fucking leave a message on your answering machine, and that's it. It'll blow over. Like, you don't have to address every single fucking issue just because a pressure group
But what a random person to go to, like, we need this answer. Like, also call the local pharmacist. I gotta know what they think. What the fuck do you care? They have zero power. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know why that makes me laugh, because it makes me think of how stupid some of them are.
Yeah, it's just so dumb.
The last pharmacist I went and saw, she didn't know what
quercetin is.
Yeah, she didn't know what that was.
I don't know.
So whatever you say.
But George, seriously though, now that restaurants are opening up, I need to know what my busboy and waiter think about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
I missed something.
If you want to work here, you need a statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
You got to pick a side. I don't really want to pick a side. They're both kind of doing some crazy shit. Pick a goddamn side.
Really fucking hardcore, very well funded, really well targeted on Facebook, like straight up propaganda about what's going on.
And propaganda all over. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is who's funding this? Like, I have questions. Like,
Al Jazeera.
There was animations, and it was
wow,
easy to digest. I mean, factually very inaccurate.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of. I had to send him some stuff that's like just like the history, just so he can come up with his own idea.
This video that I watched,
and that confused him even more. But the most confusing thing is the options presented. The Turks, the young Turks.
No, the
Turkish government.
The Turkish government.
Yeah, but the Turkish government started. By the way, if you want to blame someone for
Empire.
if you want to blame someone for kids getting killed right now, obviously
in Israel
blame
or in general.
In both. Okay. Anyone that got killed, blame the Turkish government who started this rattle with Hamas. They did this a few weeks ago. No, they're the ones who started this a few weeks ago. Erdogan to destabilize it because he doesn't want Israel doing that economic zone thing with Egypt and
Cyprus.
Yeah, he's trying to pull Egypt with him. He's like, no, don't go. Look at what the Jews are doing. Yeah. So go back to that. It's kind of like 9/11. We know who to blame for that.
The Turks.
Yeah, no.
But did you guys see the skit? I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, where it's like a bunch of people playing board games.
What's he doing? Arab face.
let's play. Wait, there's one more game to play. And they bring out the board game and let's talk about Israel. And it's like a map of Israel and it's like Operation where you have to go and pick out these little things and it's like little mini scrolls and they read things and it's just the wrong thing that you can't say. And there's like this buzzer sound that comes on.
But it's so delicate, but just so you know, we're all fucking being played because the past couple of years, every time there's a trigger, it's never, the first trigger is never from either one of those people. It's never from Israelis or Palestinians.
It's someone else.
It's from outside sources, and then they fucking go crazy on each other. So until we address that, which we won't, just like the first wars, there were proxy wars. The USSR was on one side with the Arabs, and the United States and Britain were on the other side. But we never addressed those. We never mentioned those. We never mentioned we never mentioned the hands of the puppeteers. And also the options that were given to these people of how to separate the land. Remember when I showed you the map of how it was jigsawed out? Impossible. For even if they had both accepted, impossible for that to work as two separate countries. When every fucking 16 minutes of driving, you step into the other country, and then you got to go through it to get back in your country, and then you got to, one neighborhood is their country, the other neighbor. Absurd. That's that place is set up to fail.
Yeah. And I'm going to send you guys just, for fun, the statement she wrote. I was reading it and I was like all fucking cringy. I was like,
What's
what
her name?
are you writing?
Manuela Lambropoulos.
And there's an article in the Suburban, I think, that came out this morning or yesterday. I can't remember, calling for her resignation. Like, I mean, it's horrible, guys. It's bad.
Poor girl, bro.
I feel, I'm starting to feel bad for her now. Yeah.
What did she say now?
Guys, I'm very sorry, man. It's not poor
God.
group. It's like, okay, you don't have the experience. I get it, but you've been elected since 2000 and
Did she say
what
something
was it,
anti-Semitic
17?
or what?
Yeah.
She did?
17.
Oh, they said give a statement on the Israel-Palestine thing.
And is that who you've been talking about?
Yeah,
all this time? I missed that.
she just replied with, "What's the deal with these Jews?" And then,
No, not exactly.
I found a statement.
Basically, Phil, because you're missing, she gave in to this pressure group that was calling her to make a statement, but not just any statement. They had identified certain things that they wanted her to denounce.
Who is this group from her writing?
I have
her majority Muslim writing. Is that who it was?
I don't think the majority is Muslim in Saint Laurent. There's a lot of Christian Lebanese and
it's a lot of Muslims.
They're Middle Eastern. They still hate Jews.
Yeah, maybe
Let's
you're right.
be fair.
Yeah.
Well, that's not always.
I mean, it's a broad stroke.
Love will prevail, people.
It's all this rise in anti-Semitic stuff that's grinding my gears right now.
Yeah, so this is event.
I mean, have you been on the internet in the last 2 days?
Yeah, you said anti-Semitic stuff is grinding your gears.
Yeah.
You're not Semitic.
True, but I'm often mistaken for one. But that's not what I meant. I just mean...
Are you afraid you're going to catch a beating
No,
because
not
of
at all.
mistaken
Not at all.
identity?
Just so you guys know, if you see Phil walking around, he's a Jew.
No, I've been watching people go nuts about how anti-Semitism is on the rise. I'm like, no, anti-Zionism is on the rise. They're two different things.
They're not two different things. Well, they are two different things, but right now they're not two different things because no one's distinguishing. They're just beating the shit out of people.
But they're making it seem like that's all that's happening, that there isn't something else going on, that there isn't a grander conflict, that people are just singling out
Oh no,
Jews.
there's a grander conflict, but it's just it's
like the blue squares.
Yeah. Oh, but it's a bigger conflict, but it does. I'm with you on that. It does suck. See, like there's old Jewish people walking down the street getting attacked, and it's like I'm not even in Israel.
I haven't found any of these.
Yeah, not Westmount. What's it called? Côte Saint-Luc. So now the police upped their presence, so people stopped going. Something had happened, and then people were informing the other people that that Hasidic Jews don't even like Israel.
Yeah,
like
they're anti-Zionists.
Yeah. So it's like stop beating. First of all, anybody here.
You're gonna beat Jews. Pick the right Jews. Is that what the government's saying?
But the thing is, you can argue about it here. If you're Jewish or Palestinian, you can argue. You could sit down and argue about it. That's one thing. But neither of you is over there. Neither of you is responsible for
what's happening.
They have no control. So there's no point of beating random people up. It just makes you look like the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just.
So this group basically, guys, it's called it's the Citizen Rights Movement, and it's in French. It goes pour la Palestine, appelé Manuela Lambropoulos, call for Palestine. So this is what they say here, very quickly. Montreal is standing strong in support of the Palestinian people. Blah blah blah. Many members of parliament still don't want to. Sorry. They still don't want to acknowledge that what is happening is not a conflict between equals. What is going on is occupation, ethnic cleansing, and collective punishment. So they call her office. Among these MPs who didn't clearly speak out is Emanuela. No matter where you live, call her office within the next 72 hours. Blah blah blah. And it goes and then it goes further on. It says call and convey the following in your message. 1, that Israel is ethnic cleansing, Sheikh Jarrah, as it did many other areas in Palestine, that Israel is violently and sometimes fatally attacking unarmed Palestinian protesters, and Israel is performing collective punishment on civilians in Gaza. Doesn't the girl write a statement with exactly those things? It's like, oh, I'm being called out by these guys. I need to make them happy. Let's fucking write a message.
Yeah, she's a dummy.
Doesn't she have a
fuck,
team?
man. You know?
Huh?
Doesn't she have a team?
I don't
They're
know.
not all A players, okay? It's a short bench.
I don't know. First of all, the statement she wrote was badly written, like horribly written. And then she had to come out and correct herself and clarify her position. And then that wasn't enough. So she made a video afterwards. And today an article comes out calling for her resignation. Like, I mean, how don't you understand that if you don't know much of something, just don't talk about it, man? I don't know. I do kind of feel bad because I know her. But at the same time, I feel that after at least, look, you know, you don't need a long time in politics to kind of understand how things work. I mean, you've been there since 2017. It's been 5 years already. You normally should understand what's the right thing to do and what's the wrong thing to do, right? And it just feels that everything she does is just not the right thing. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it.
But do you think this is just because she doesn't have a strong team around her to protect her? She just handles everything directly and panics? Panic?
Say that again. It cut out?
Yeah. Do you think that this is just because she doesn't have a strong team around her? She just handles everything herself and she panics when she gets questions?
I don't know. I don't know her team, so I can't really say, or I have no idea.
Why I'm surprised is because it has nothing to do with her job. It has absolutely nothing to do with her job. That's like somebody coming to me, we need a statement on the Wuhan lab breakup. And I'm like, what the fuck? What does Pantelis say about this? Pantelis, what do you think? You know, Dr. Fauci was funding that place earlier. Are you for or against this? Like, what the fuck does it matter what I think?
I mean, look, to some extent, you're a politician. Your government has a position. And, I mean, you could have a position. All I'm saying is that since you don't know specifically what is going on and you're not an expert or you don't have enough knowledge.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. You should abstain. You should be like, well, I don't know. I'm focused on my writing.
Or don't abstain. Just repost the message that was conveyed by your foreign affairs minister. Just play it safe. Say, look, this is our government's position.
Or you could just say, I condemn the violence.
I condemn the violence on both sides. Why we make violence?
And I call for a peaceful resolution, and I denounce any acts of hatred here at home and everywhere in the world against.
I like that.
You know, it's something like general. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fucking, it's just frustrating to me, man. It's like, what are you doing? You don't know that what you're putting out there can harm you. Like, it's gonna come and kick you in the ass. Like, you don't know it. You don't see it. Like, I'll send you the statement. I mean, we're not gonna waste everyone's time now, but I'll send you the statement so that you can read it. There's no way that any logical person that reads this doesn't know that, fuck, I'm headed for trouble. There's no way.
Maybe she's not as good at her job as you assume she is.
Oh, yeah. I know she's not. Well, I mean.
Oh, Jesus.
George, this is a civil war you're starting. You just hate her. Bro. She's just.
No, guys, politics is not for everyone, man. I'm sure she enjoys and she loves what she does, and I'm sure that she's there and she services the citizens in her writing, and that's fine. But I mean, you're at next level politics right here, man. I mean, you can't be making these types of mistakes. You know, the other one, I just remind everyone that the other big one that she made was for the French language, where she doubted that there was a decline. I mean, it's fucking proven. What else do you want? How many reports do you want to read that clearly demonstrate that, yes, there is a decline? Don't fucking doubt it. And especially
I think she's just a critical thinker. She's you know what she is? She's a salmon. She swims upstream. That's all I think is happening.
Well, I would say
especially during the session held by the committee that is looking into the reform of the French language. Bro, come on, man.
If I was in her position, bro, I would say crazy shit like, I don't know anything about French. I don't know, it's français, and the crowd would go wild.
I have a question. Are you interested in replacing her?
No, man, are you crazy? I'm not gonna go fucking replace her. I mean, don't identify with any party at the federal level, and I've said that many times. I don't know where I stand. I find that the liberals are way too left, and the conservatives are way too right sometimes, right? So, I mean, I'm lost federally, which is why I very rarely get involved. I mean, I help I have friends both at the Conservative Party and at the Liberal Party. I help them as much as I can whenever they need anything. But further than that, I mean, I'm not getting involved.
Makes sense, George.
I want you to take her job, George.
Yeah, and I mean, we can even do it like carefully. Like, we can put a wig on you, shave you.
Oh, that's what you meant. No, I meant he goes against her. He's like, I'm running on another platform, the opposite platform.
The Brassard platform.
Yeah, it's like, what kind of platform are you running on? Education.
And then suddenly, like, as soon as this happens, I start getting all these messages from people that always wondered how the fuck did she get there? Like people from within the Liberal Party of Canada now, guys. They're like, I can't believe she's still here. Fuck, what a mistake we made in Saint Laurent. I can't believe our leader opened a convention over there. Why didn't we just fucking put someone? And it's like these things just keep repeating.
She's going to hold that office until she's in her 50s. Watch.
Nah, I don't think so.
Why?
Not really, guys. Listen, man, you keep fucking up like this. Trust me, they're going to find a reason to kick you out. I mean, look what happened in Laval. That Lebanese, I forget her name. There's another Greek MP now sitting there. She got in the last election, but before her, there was a Lebanese lady. And just like weeks before the election, they kicked her out. Really? Fuck it, we don't want you.
Enough for you. Don't you remember the other Greek guy that he worked with?
Nassif, that's her name. Eva
At the National Assembly, George, remember you? They got rid of your boy, too.
No, I can't.
If they don't like you, they get rid of you. Remember that, George?
Okay.
Yeah, that was for other reasons, though. But anyway.
All sexy reasons, but still. It was it was a smear campaign, as we found out, right?
I'm not sure if it was a smear campaign.
George won't even take sides.
Oh shit! I thought it was a smear campaign.
The womanizer.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But that's all he did, right? He
That's
was
not
just
how he identifies. Leave the guy alone.
he just liked sexy ladies. No, that's all he did. He didn't do anything wrong.
I don't know that it's right or wrong to not like sexy ladies.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
I can't make judgment.
But he didn't do anything. He didn't rape anyone. He didn't do anything, right?
No, fuck no.
No,
Yeah, and he still lost his job.
Legally, there's nothing there. But at the same time, and this we've spoken about in
That's
other
such
episodes.
a George
the minute
answer.
that you hold-
Legally, there's nothing there, guys.
Well, there is. I mean, when the DPCP came out and cleared you, I mean, there's no fucking charges and there's no accusation. So what else do you want?
No one's saying he did anything illegal.
The problem is
Not
that
here. We're
once
not
you're
saying
in
that.
this
No,
position,
I'm saying he didn't do anything illegal.
Yeah.
no, the problem is that once you're in this position, you're done, right?
He was guilty of banging chicks, right?
You're judged in a court of public opinion.
But that's
and
what he
you're
was
done.
guilty of. No,
That's
banging
what he was
chicks.
accused of.
Yeah, he was accused of banging. Dude, who doesn't bang chicks?
Gay
There
guys?
was no accusation. I think there was one allegation from which he was cleared, but that opened a whole other can of worms, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, no, there's we've known him,
He
and
gives
all
me dirty
the
looks in the
hearsay.
halls. I remember those articles. Those were stupid.
I would flip the script on them.
Yeah, hold on, George. I want to hear this.
I would bang them.
I'll bang them in their fucking whore mouth.
No, I would say like something retarded. Like
No, but it's just if the guy. This is what bothered me with that.
We should focus all our energy on getting Poseidon elected to a public office,
That's
any level.
too difficult. Maybe
Too
in 10
hilarious.
years when he gets more famous. But here's the issue I have with what happened with that guy. Fuck, I don't know why his name slips on mine now.
Don't say his name. It's fine.
Oh, I would say it, but I forgot it.
Treat him like Baphomet.
Anyways, him. He didn't do anything illegal.
No.
Okay, it came out that this guy liked to pick up chicks and he had like a lot
was
of
a sexy
mistresses
guy.
or whatever. He was a sexy dude. All right. Is that a crime as far as I
We're not even saying
understand
that
it?
he
It
did
isn't.
do these things. We're just saying this is what people thought.
Yeah, but even if he did, what I'm saying is
Even if he did, who cares?
Let's say if he fucked every woman he met on his way to Quebec City.
Shit, he must have been tired when he got there.
I'm just saying, consensually.
Okay,
He
of
didn't do
course.
anything illegal. So what the fuck do I care? I don't care what this guy does after hours. It's none of my fucking business.
If anything, if you can manage to have that much sex while in office and no one complains about you, I would vote for you again.
If anything,
If
he
it's
should be
consensual.
president.
Yeah, he should be president.
Yeah.
I'd vote for him. I'm just
So no, but at the end of the day, I mean, see,
Think about
these
it, makes
things
sense.
come out and they automatically destroy and your career and your personal life, and
That's why you need a guy like Poseidon. Untouchable.
because his life is a mess.
His life's a mess.
What are you gonna
Untouchable.
do, bro? Make me hate my mom and live in a shitty apartment in Park X? Done.
We have a video
Come at me.
of Poseidon having sex with prostitutes. So I got 3 more of those videos. What's your point?
Bro, check this. Do you have an official response, Mr. Poseidon?
She charges
What's
too
wrong?
much.
He sent out dick pics. He just replies to all the news outlets with dick pics.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, take that.
Here's my statement.
Fart on my dick, bitch.
It's a panoramic statement.
It's just a video of me smacking the
lens.
camera lens.
Yeah. And it doesn't even fully obstruct the lens. The lens is so small and his
That's
dick
the
is so
future.
much smaller.
George, that's the future. You need these Teflon
You
dons
didn't
to
hear
come
me.
out.
Yeah, Teflon dons.
Yeah.
The shameless. That's his platform.
Hey, I'm
It's a
just saying that
platform
guy
of
didn't do
shamelessness.
anything wrong. And even Malena Labropoulos, okay, she's underqualified. Obviously,
That's
she just
all
jumped
she's
in
guilty
there.
of.
Yeah, that's all. She's just guilty of being underqualified.
naive.
Who's not underqualified for that kind of stuff? It's a fake job that we're paying for.
I like when they offered me to run. That was fun.
And you're like, I never run.
Yeah,
I'm more of a sitter.
I walk now. I do like 2 kilometers
Phil,
a day.
did they tell you which riding?
Yeah,
Had
of
they
course.
offered
I
you
went
riding?
to the riding. I met people. Like, it was going to
Which
happen.
one?
It
Which
was
one?
called Laval de... It's like Laval East. No, sorry, Laval West.
This is federal, right?
This was a federal riding. Pilon, Francois Pilon is the one who ended up... I don't know if he's still there. He's the
Oh
one who
man,
took it.
François Pinault, that was in Laval-les-Îles.
Laval-les-Îles, that's right, yeah. I was like, why would you bring me here? There's only French people here. There's no Greek people. No one's going to vote for me. So, I mean, we discussed it. We talked money. Like, what does this entail in my time? And I was like, look, I'm 21 years old.
It doesn't pay.
It paid really well. And if I had done 2 terms, I would have had a permanent pension.
What?
But I was like, I'm 21 years old.
these fake
How old
jobs?
was I? I was 20. What year was the Vague Orange?
In 2012, was it?
12. So I was like 24 or whatever. I can't do math. And another reason I wasn't qualified, not good at math. And I was like, look, this sounds great, but at the same time, like, I just finished film school. Can I also make videos while I do this? They're like, no. I'm like, oh.
What are you talking about?
I was like, why not? I'm like, I just want to make, because I'm like, I just want to make videos. Like, if I do this now, I'll never get a chance to work on film sets and do stuff. So I was like, look, I mean, it's a good opportunity, but 5 years too soon.
Damn.
And it is what it is. And then the former street sweeper took the job. That's what he used to do, the guy. He was a street cleaner.
And he won?
Yeah,
They
landslide
wanted you to go in that campaign that they won the riding.
They approached me before.
Phil's not good at business, George.
Phil's
But nobody would have guessed that riding would have.
Oh no, we knew.
Lost that
They knew,
riding,
man. I looked. They showed me statistics. They knew what was happening. They were very well aware of which ridings were a sure thing for them. There was a lot of fucking people pissed off with the PQ back then.
Not
the
the
block,
PQ.
sorry.
George, I heard our friend Paul Poilievre say that Justin Trudeau is still being used as a doormat by the United States of America. Is that a sex thing?
It's a vagina rag.
I don't know.
He's being used as a
I'm just
tampon.
curious. What does he mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it sexual slander?
It sounds like it. That
It
expression-
definitely can be literal. No one is walking.
Is it a yoga mat?
Oh, that's what he
Look
might
at
mean.
George with the fucking wraparound from behind
that.
joke. I like that.
The Americans are still using Trudeau as a doormat, and he's
Yeah.
very upset about it.
I mean, we're basically America's doormat. Like, that's what we are.
Not really.
Aren't we, though?
We're America's top
We
bunk.
buy back our
We
own
have five.
lumber.
Yeah, that's just because we're
We're
retards.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like that friend of the popular kid that the popular kid doesn't really know our name, but he thinks he likes us because
No, it's not even that.
Big
It's
drinking.
the way
cabinet.
actually the lumber thing makes us look like the slow kid on the block.
Definitely.
Like, listen, slow kid,
We
give
have
me
the
your
most popular kid in the special needs class.
give me your Pokemon cards, but I need them. I'll give you $10. Okay, and then as soon as he gives them, he's like, I'll give them back to you. How much? 50. All right, that's a good deal.
That's a good deal. That seems fair. You
That's
had
what
them
we're
for a
doing with
while,
lumber.
so they're old.
Yeah.
So stupid, bro.
So stupid.
Were you guys into Pokemon?
Huh?
No. I
This was your
wasn't.
generation, no? Were you guys into Pokemon?
Goddamn right.
I watched the cartoon, but that's about it.
George, who was it? Like, the only people who were not in Pokemon is the people who weren't interested in being the very best.
You got to be the very best
Yeah.
that anyone ever was.
Yeah.
No fucking clue what that
George, let me get this song.
be the very best.
Like, no one ever was, George.
Yeah.
You understand me? You understand what the fuck I'm
Pokemon.
telling you here?
Okay.
Remember Digimon? I used to watch Digimon. That shit was awesome. Remember Digimon?
Hold on, let me search
Digimon
up
was
the
okay.
lyrics.
Digimon was better. than
I
Pokemon.
remember because I had the VHSs, and some of them were from some episodes.
Is it
like, I had a-
VHSs or VHS? Just the same.
Isn't it like to train them was my
on, hold
cause,
on.
whatever the fuck, yeah.
Pokemon intro song lyrics.
If you really think about it, Pokemon's a pretty dumb concept.
I'm going to flip this table.
Like every animal, it's a silly.
They're not animals.
They're Pokemon.
They're Pokemon.
You know Pokemon.
And you know why they're not animals?
They're
Because
pocket
apparently
monsters.
there are animals in that universe.
There are?
There are animals and Pokemon.
No, they're only Pokemon.
Yeah, no, there are animals too that don't talk.
No. They're all Pokemon.
No,
in
there
that
are
universe.
animals
I looked
too.
into this once.
There are animals too.
Never seen any.
Yeah.
Like what? Like a cattle?
I don't know,
some
like
cow?
fish, like regular fish and
I
shit.
wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Oh, no one. Well, how are you that out of tune?
He's-
It's not like no one ever was. What are you, Brian Adams? It's like no one ever was. Dun, dun, dun. It's like that, bro.
Pokemon.
I just got so hyped up.
Let's go. Keep going.
To catch them is my real test.
Wait, hold on a second. Have you never heard the song? How are you so
I have.
off
Hold
key?
on, hold on.
Guys,
I
honestly,
can't play it. We're
this
gonna get,
moment.
No,
this
but you don't
moment
have
in
to
my
play
life,
it. Don't you know this?
This is the moment when I
I'm
realized
just off tune. This is
I
why
should have
Terrible.
run for
This is
federal
why-
elections all those years ago. I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Go
I
on.
made mistakes in my life. Learn from them.
The cat. Go on.
To train them is my car.
Cause Pokemon. Go on.
I will travel across the land, searching
Far
far
and wide. Go on.
What the hell is happening?
Go on.
Hold on, I forgot how to turn to this. Hold on. Teach Pokemon to understand.
You know my
I ruined that one.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, you were the power
All
that's
right,
inside.
anyways,
Power
that's
that's
enough.
inside.
That is quite enough. Thank you very much.
The whole chat's cringing right now.
Well, yeah, because you're like.
My dick went inside my body.
Well, don't you remember there was a video of him? We were at Anthony Cumia's basement doing karaoke.
Yeah.
And what was the
remember
song?
this.
"Losing My Religion."
That's
Never
me
heard it
in the
before.
That,
corner.
yeah, it's like the song goes, "That's me in the corner.
That's me.
That's
Yeah, well, I
me
mean, that's
in
wrong
the
too, but yeah.
spot." Like whatever the fuck. And then this was him. "That's me in the corner." Like this weird.
Masturbating profusely.
Yeah, this weird note that was never said in that song. It's like, what the fuck? He was just very off.
It's,
Nah,
it's
I'm
not
not-
an F. It's not an A.
I don't-
It's an R sharp.
I don't have
it?
the musical.
You don't have the music in you.
No, I don't.
You don't have the
I
magic
love
in you?
music, by the way. I love
too.
music, but
The funniest song ever written, by
George
the way,
can actually
is
sing
"Real
like an
American."
angel.
You know that, right?
I am a real
American. Fight for the rights of every man.
Such a good song.
I'm a real
And I have no nostalgia for it because I
American.
never watched wrestling. I just know it's a great song.
Rights. Fight for your life. Boom, 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 ba-da-da-da. When it comes
I found this guy on Instagram who
down,
just sings famous 80s rock songs. I can't remember his name, Sam something. And he's got the voice of an angel, this guy. He looks like Thor.
I am a real American. Yeah, and I like angel voices.
Yeah, you know, he's got this like crazy vibrato. Is that what it is?
George, by the way, you give up on politics for this. This is great.
George gave up on music for politics, gave up on politics for this, and here we are full circle.
Yeah.
Circle of Life.
But I found out from George's former bandmate that George sucks.
What?
He's just the rhythm guy. He can't really play guitar.
Is that what he
just
says?
plays chords.
George, is that the shit that your band is talking?
Well, they made fun of you on that episode I was on.
But I never said that I was good. Yeah, of course.
I always thought you were like a gifted musician. Then I found out you're just fucking playing rhythms. I would call him when I picked up the guitar. I'm like, George, I need help and I can't do this and that. And he's like, oh, bro, let me get my guitar. And he's like shuffling through this deep basement closet. I'm like, why is his guitar like put away? And then I told his buddy Chris, and Chris is like, you called George for fucking music. I go, this guy just dang, ding, 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 ding in the background.
You're like those monkeys with
Cymbals.
the cymbals. That's what you were in the band. You were the cymbal monkey.
Yeah, you have to. They would wind me up
Yeah, and
I
just
would
go. George is to music what I was to soccer. Loved soccer, wanted to be on the team, sucked balls, they made me captain. I would just coach from and they made me coach.
Yeah. He was he
I was
loved
the coach.
soccer.
I'm terrible at soccer.
I'm actually disgusted with my soccer team.
Why?
Hey, what's that?
It's a ticket.
What's happening with Ike?
I'm disgusted with my soccer team. I'm going to tell you what happened. So we didn't have a good season. It was actually atrocious, vomit-inducing, but that happens. That's fine. Hold on. So that's fine. However, we fired our coach Manolo Jimenez because it was a bad season. Which I don't.
Manolo Jimenez?
Yeah, I don't know if Manolo deserved the criticism because our star players were injured.
Fair.
We saw it wasn't a good season. And then disgustingly, while I'm here, just hanging out, I got the free time. They go and hire this fucking Serbian
Serbic?
to manage the team for €1 million
What's his name?
a year for 2 years, Milojevic. And I'm like, guys, I'm like right here. I'm right here. I would have done it obviously for a bit more than €1 million because
I mean, you're highly in demand.
I'm highly in demand.
I've seen your championship manager roster
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah, you don't know what kind of skills I've got.
Yeah.
And no,
Bro, kick them in the dick.
they go and they
not a plan,
hire,
sir.
they get one of these fucking Slavs.
Wow.
Crazy.
Whoa.
Crazy.
What is this, 1914? What are
I'm
you
gonna
doing
flip
right
this
now?
fucking table.
Bro, the Balkan Wars are over. We're friends now.
Are they?
I was not expecting that response.
No, I'm actually really happy. He's a
Bro,
good coach.
hey, we won.
Yeah, no,
we
I'm
kinda
actually
won. We kinda
actually
won.
happy. Milojevic is a good coach.
Wasn't he? What's it called? Coach before he was at.
He was at Red Star.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Red
and-
Star. Very Soviet. Very.
Yeah, no, I like him. I'm just fucking around.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually excited. I loved Manolo Jimenez, but
Every time we talk about the Balkans, I always think of Balkanizater. Have you ever seen it? It's like the Greek version of Y tu mamá también.
Oh,
It's
God.
like a coming of age movie, right? Where they just go around the Balkans and fuck people. So good. Have you seen it, George?
No, I haven't
It's a
seen it.
great. If you guys can find an English subtitled version of Balkanizateo, it's a great.
Oh yeah, there are animals in the Pokemon world.
Oh
I
my
told you
God.
there are animals in the Pokemon world. These are the important shit we should be talking about.
Yeah, there's dogs, cats, but
And
like,
fish.
Yeah, fish. but
It's half
you
an hour
can't-
later.
yeah. There's the giraffes and shit. There's like deer.
I don't know what.
Yeah, there's legitimate animals.
Legitimate animals, guys.
All right, guys.
There's a legitimate animal looking at me right now.
Yeah, there's actual butterflies, like not the Pokemon butterfly.
Are they beautiful butterflies?
Wow.
Are they beautiful?
There's mice.
Mice, this is, huh? Get the fuck out of here, mice, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Get the fuck out.
I never paid attention to the real world
Wow,
bees.
these
There's
are-
real world
the-
bees.
these are
But I never
things
paid
that
attention
don't
to this.
matter
This is
at
wild.
all.
Well, of course, because they have to live. You need
You know
fish.
what's fucked up? In
Yeah.
like countries like India, you can be like chilling, on the street doing whatever you're doing, and like monkeys cross the fucking road. Isn't that
All
fucked?
right, look, if we're gonna get look, it's not a racist fucking show.
I mean, like little
You
fucking
take that back.
macaque monkeys.
All right, George,
What?
please carry on. I'm apologizing in advance. Go on.
You know what I mean?
Let's go over into
Disgusting.
Europe, guys. Some
Disgusting.
crazy things happening in Belarus. I don't know if you saw the news a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, the opposition guy.
The Belarus government ordered a Ryanair flight to land in its territory, and once it landed, it went inside and captured an opposition journalist that was in there with his wife, just like that, because he's against the government, and they knew that he was in that flight. And then
Belarus,
that
best
was-
Russia.
Look, I got something to say before you continue.
About the White Russians.
I don't wanna ruffle any feathers, but let's tell the truth. Number one, Belarus. The fact that you even stopped Ryanair is one of the worst airlines ever.
Everyone was standing on it.
Yeah, the fact that you demanded that they go into your country, you disgust me.
Yeah.
You should want them far away from your country.
Yes.
Number two, you're not a real country.
Sure they are.
You're not a real
They have
country.
all kinds of scandals and a dictator.
Belarusian. You're gonna have a Bela Greece. Make up your own fucking name.
It just means White Russia.
Yeah, make up your own name.
but
All of
I-
Russia's white. Have you seen these people?
Seriously. Or at least like Mongol. They got that
So yeah,
look, right?
so no, but this is huge. I mean, this is.
I know.
you
I saw the Prime Minister of Greece get
Yeah.
pissed off.
Yeah,
Took off
and
his
he's
shirt,
not
he
the only
started
one. I think
flexing,
all
it was
world
weird.
leaders immediately denounced the act, and they're asking for the immediate release of the journalist. His name is Raman Pratasevich.
Hold on, George. Didn't we talk about Belarus recently in like the last 10 episodes? Something had happened.
Yeah. Well, there was an election last year.
A fake election, yeah. It's a banana
Lukashenko won
republic,
his
right?
sixth mandate, very
Fucking guy.
democratically.
Congratulations.
6 mandates. Yeah.
Yes,
I don't know
sir.
why you're making fun. Democracy has spoken, George.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
not so sure it was democratic, but anyway, the world leaders are also calling on the ICAO to investigate on what clearly appears to be air piracy. So we'll see what happens there. The Belarus government and especially Lukashenko has come out and said, "Oh no, we knew there were bomb threats on that plane. We did a service to the people flying in that that were on board that flight and to the people of Belarus. We had to land that plane." The question is, okay, you checked the plane, you found no bomb.
What? No bomb?
But why
I don't know why I
why
said
did you why did you capture this guy? Just by chance you saw that he was there and like, oh wait, there's an arrest warrant for you. Come, sir, with your wife.
Yeah.
Very
Suspicious, as
suspicious.
Pantelis would say. We should make quotes.
Yeah.
Open quotation.
Suspicious.
Close quotation. Pantelis.
Suspicious, George. Very suspicious.
It is.
So look, the EU has already issued sanctions.
those
They're not allowing
t-shirts.
any flight from Belarus onto EU soil or to cross through EU airspace.
But then how would they
Ew.
leave? How would
I
they
don't
leave
know how they're
Belarus?
going to get around. I mean, I have no idea how they're going to cross.
Is Malta in the
But
EU?
anyway,
Huh?
Is Malta a member state?
I don't know if it's a member state, but it's definitely in Europe.
It's in Europe, but is it a member state?
no, it's not an EU member state.
No,
So maybe
Malta.
they
He's
can-
talking about Malta.
I think it is Malta.
Yeah, look at this fucking. Our political fucking correspondent doesn't even know.
Everybody thinks that Europe is like 10 countries, but there's all kinds of
No, there's like
shithole little
45
places.
countries.
Yeah.
Is it 45? I may have
Bro,
gone too high.
Russia is so sneaky. Okay. They have.
George, I think you're wrong. I think they're
There's
not.
a small part between Poland and Lithuania.
Yeah.
That I think it's Russia. It's basically Russia,
Okay, what is it called?
but it's disconnected from land. Like they're connected by sea. That
Oh yeah, they annexed it
yeah.
off of the Crimea, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Not
Crimea's on the other
the Black
side.
Sea.
Crimea's on the other side.
What sea is there?
You're both mixing your stories up.
It's north of Warsaw.
Yeah.
Wait,
Crimea's on the Crimea's on.
So I'm thinking of
is
the
Ukraine.
Black Sea.
Yeah, bro.
That's the Black Sea is Ukraine.
They've basically annexed in the Baltic Sea. They've basically
The Baltic
annexed.
Sea.
Oh yeah, that's what we're thinking of.
Further north.
A very small area. Look at this. So look at these sneaky bastards.
What do you mean sneaky bad? They had a whole empire. It was the Soviet Union.
Just by the way, Malta joined the EU in 2004.
George, nobody cared. I was just using it as a random segue.
Malta. That's what we're saying. Is this is full of these countries.
I
in the
used
European
it as a
Union.
Maltese falcon, George.
And yeah, you never. Gibraltar. Gibraltar is a country.
Man, there's fucking
15 people live in Gibraltar.
Gibraltar is currently a country under siege.
What?
Fucking the coast, the southern coast of Spain and Gibraltar is under siege
By Muslims?
by
Moroccans. Yeah, you saw those.
They sent the
Oh,
military.
that's
down.
hilarious.
They're like, we are going to send the military because we have to stop these people.
That's so funny. Yeah, Gibraltar,
not
dude.
funny at all. It's
Gibraltar's
really bad.
soccer team is the funniest thing. I remember when
There's two guys. They're
Why is
No, no.
Gibraltar so small?
it's small.
that's what she said.
Isn't it a UK protectorate, Gibraltar?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody's in
I
the
don't know.
UK
It is.
protectorate.
Yeah, it
But Gibraltar's fucking hilarious because I remember it's soccer because they don't have a league. Fucking 30 people live in that country, right?
34,003.
So they just have shut up, Poseidon. So they just have whoever they get. So their soccer team was the local fireman, some milk guy. It was the funniest thing in the world, and he was playing well. He was like, local fireman saves the day.
What is it? The Gibraltar Rocks? What are they called?
No, the Gibraltar national team.
Oh, the national.
There's also a very small country called Quetta or Ceuta, Ceuta.
Quetta.
It's basically
Where's Quetta?
north of Morocco.
Is it on the African continent or on the European
African continent, right south of Gibraltar, and it's basically a Spanish.
It's basically a Spanish.
It's basically Spanish.
Spanish.
It's basically Spain.
¿Cómo se dice Quetta?
And this place-
¿Cómo se dice
Poseidon.
speech impediment?
This place
Yeah,
also
space
keeps
impediment.
this place also keeps getting invaded at all times by
Sí, sí.
basically Africans.
Sí, sí.
What place gets invaded all the time?
Vale.
Morocco.
Sí.
No, Ceuta.
Sí, es Ceuta.
Ceuta.
Quetta.
That's the Spanish thing in North Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I know.
Atlantic coast there.
Yeah, I know, I
they
know.
keep getting. They keep getting in.
He just
invaded.
keeps saying
It's
things.
because they want to get. They want to basically seek asylum and shit. They're trying to keep making it over.
They're like, we
Yeah.
made it to Europe. No, this is Quetta. God damn it.
And basically, you know who protects it? The Moroccan guards. They're actually paid handsomely by the Spanish government to
Like the 40 Thieves.
the Moroccan security guards.
Well, according to Gibraltar, those Moroccan security guards are doing a shitty job.
Maybe they've changed sides by now. I don't know. I watched like a mini documentary on Facebook once.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Belarus. Just for those, because Phil was asking, Lukashenko, the president, he has faced a lot of pressure at home. Months of protest triggered by his re-election last year in August 2020. The opposition thinks that they reject the election. They think it was rigged. So that's it. I mean, there's more. I mean, he's doubled down on these strict measures. There's more than 35,000 people that have been arrested. Thousands have been beaten. More have just disappeared. So obviously, you understand the state of affairs in Belarus. Just a quick little thing on Protasevich. He doesn't live in Belarus. He left Belarus back in 2019. He's become one of the top foes of Lukashenko.
Where does he live?
I'm not sure where he was, where he lives, but basically he created this popular messaging app, and it played a huge role in helping organize these huge protests in Belarus.
He created an app?
Yeah.
Good for him.
So that's it. So he's been charged now with staging mass riots and fanning social hatred. And those charges, they can carry a prison sentence up to 15 years. Many people think that Protasevich could face more serious charges, including some that could maybe lead to the death penalty as well.
Oh, wow. They're really eliminating the threat.
I read an article where his parents came out, pleading for help. And they said that they saw him in a video in court where he appeared in court. And it seemed as though his nose had been broken. They had put makeup over his bruised face. So this guy took a serious beating, apparently, when they captured him. I mean, it's just crazy to see what's happening. I mean, you call a fucking international flight to land on your territory.
Can I just say this is the fault of the Ryanair pilot? He should be executed, or at least brought to prison.
He had no choice, man. There was military escorts. They sent out the jets.
Yeah, there's a choice. Turn left.
Yeah, yeah. Let me outfly the jets.
No, but not outfly. The jets, dude, turn left. It's Europe. They can't be in someone else's airspace.
You're right. In a couple of minutes, you're in another country.
Yeah, he's such a shitty pilot.
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, when they're who knows what happened? Do you think they probably threatened them? We're gonna fucking bomb you. Get down. Unless they didn't say come down, we have to capture this guy, because apparently the whole thing was that there was a bomb on the flight. So the pilot, I mean, if he's called from whatever control tower in Belarus saying there are suspicions of a bomb on your plane, you need to land right away. What do you do as a pilot?
Look, I will land, but in the not third world country.
Yeah, I'll fly. I'll fly a bit further.
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna turn left a bit. That's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'll just head over to Hungary and I'll land over there if you guys don't mind.
I wouldn't recommend that either. Perhaps Liechtenstein.
Yeah, that's far. That's a little
I know,
far.
but Liechtenstein's amazing, bro.
How big is Liechtenstein?
It's not big, but it is strong. There are 0 homeless people. Everyone is loaded.
How do you spell that?
Liechtenstein?
Nobody knows. Just misspell
Start
it.
L-I, yeah.
I found it.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, it is small.
Yeah, it's small, but check out its economy, dickhead.
This is a country like smack in the middle of Europe, has remained neutral more than Switzerland. It goes unnoticed completely. They're just doing their thing.
Yeah.
Oh, they're Germans.
Well, not really, but...
Well, German speaking, sorry.
Yeah, but, I mean, if they had their way a few years ago, everyone would have been German speaking, so that doesn't count.
It's known for its medieval castles, alpine landscapes, and villages linked by a network of trails. The capital of Vaduz, a cultural and financial center, is home to a Kunst Museum. That's interesting.
The Kunst Museum, yeah, go on.
Kunst Museum, Liechtenstein, with galleries of modern and contemporary art. The Post Museum displays Liechtenstein's postage stamps.
Talk about their economy.
GDP per capita, $181,402 USD. That's as the World Bank. Gross domestic product, 6.877 billion. GDP growth rate, minus 1.2% annual change. Internet users, 98.1% of the population. I don't know why that's important.
That's not important. Why don't you Google Liechtenstein top economy? Money, bro.
Industry, Liechtenstein may be known around the world mostly as a financial center, but the largest contributor to Liechtenstein's economy is its manufacturing sector. Industry accounts for 42.6% of the gross domestic product.
They make many money. They're one of richest places in planet.
Yeah, they do a lot of manufacturing, general services, financial services.
It's mostly financial services.
Well, 22.2% is financial.
But they make most of their money from that.
Yeah. I believe it.
No, I'm not giving you conspiracy theories. I'm telling you, Liechtenstein is super rich. Them and you know who else is a rich little spot? Monaco.
Yeah, Monaco has. They're all billionaires. You have to be a billionaire to live there.
Stop saying leave there. You want to say live there.
Yeah, live there. Sorry.
You have to not be a billionaire to leave there. But yeah, there's a couple little places like this that exist. How crazy is that? Imagine storming Monaco. How come the North Africans don't storm Monaco?
I don't think you can get there,
down.
bro.
I'd love to visit Monaco, honestly.
Well, they have so much money, bro.
Yeah, well, Monaco doesn't want you to visit it, peasant.
Oh, shit. Liechtenstein and Monaco. Okay, I know Liechtenstein is super rich. They basically have the same GDP per capita.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, it's also the size, man. Monaco is so small.
Yeah. It's a city by the sea.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, by the way.
Yeah.
And let's move on to another topic that I think is gonna get you guys all fucking fucked up.
Hard.
There's been a report. There's a committee that urges for major police reforms in Quebec, including mergers. So I'll tell you a little bit about that. There's
mergers.
Yeah, one of the recommendations is actually to reduce the number of police forces from 31 police districts to 13. which I'm not so sure how effective that is. But anyways, there's a new report that was released last week. It stated that Quebec's police forces need an overhaul so they can better respond to modern police work, which increasingly involves cases tied to like mental illness, cybercrime, stuff that we've already spoken about.
Hey, whoa. What do you mean modern police work? You're saying we're all mental?
Yeah. So no, I'll tell you a little bit of the details further on. I mean, this is a small little committee that was formed at the request of the public security minister.
My buddy's getting out of the mental hospital tomorrow.
Pierre Guilbeault. And the committee found that, you know, the basic police model as defined in the province's Police Act, it, quote, no longer reflects the reality on the ground or the expected role of the police services. So the committee's report said that under the act, the mission of the police is modeled on another time and defined largely by actions that are much more quantitatively measurable rather than qualitatively, which makes sense because right now you're like, okay, how many tickets did you give? Rather than, you know, what the quality of the service is.
They're called quotas. Call them what they are, son.
So the report also noted that the crimes that have been carried out online, such as identity theft, they're really skyrocketing right now. It's like some of the most present crimes that are being identified, and that most police forces, they're ill-equipped to even respond to them. They have no idea how to intervene in these cases. So the police report, the report says that Quebec police are increasingly asked to intervene with a clientele that are suffering from either mental issues and other such similar interventions. And this is only in 2019 alone, they had over 80,000 interventions linked to mental health. So obviously they believe that there's a link that to the fact that our police forces don't understand how to deal with these issues, and we need to address it. It's a huge report. We're talking about close to 500 pages. Touches on a variety of issues, including recruitment, communications, organization, and obviously financing. There's a few things that don't make sense. For example, it recommended reducing the number of police forces in the province to 13 from 31. They think that the smaller organizations don't always have the specialized skills to conduct complex investigations. Those specific forces as well, they're not mandated to investigate many of the fastest growing sectors of crime. Like I said, it includes, computer data, child pornography, criminal offenses committed by groups operating in multiple regions. So they're suggesting that merging several forces, especially north and south of Montreal, into larger organizations. And they believe that smaller municipal forces should be integrated within the Sûreté du Québec. So I mean, these are huge changes for the police force and the management.
But what does it mean for us everyday
well, that's the
minorities?
tricky part here, because they're suggesting some other retarded things that I don't understand why they even went there. Like, for example, community policing. They said that.
What does that mean?
It means that people like Poseidon get to police.
Yeah, like they need, basically the report says that we need to community policing needs to increasingly happen in partnership with community groups.
That's what a cop is, right? Citizen on patrol.
I mean, when I was reading this, I'm like, which woke, quote unquote woke person wrote this report? They want to focus on using
Sasha.
dialogue.
I'm pretty sure it was Sasha.
Yeah, they want to use dialogue to resolve issues.
What the fuck is that?
Oh God! So sorry for
we'll get to that another time. Yeah.
What the fuck is the Park X Action
You don't know
Squad?
about the Park X Action Squad?
What, a superhero team?
No, they're anti-gentrifying. Okay, so they're basically gentrifying anti-gentrifiers.
Hold on. What are they called?
The Park X Action Squad.
It's like the Mike Tyson mystery team, but more retarded.
Yeah, I can no longer participate in their conversations because they threw me out of the group.
You were in a group?
Because I had my business there when we had Xenospace. Yeah, they hate Costa from the cafe.
Why?
They constantly tell people in their group, don't go there, smear the place. They're like,
smear the place, smear a cafe.
It's a Nazi hangout. Like,
all right,
like
that's debatable. I'm with them on that. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, they're just this group of not real Park Xers who have come in the last 5 years. Very, very white, very, very woke.
So not real Park Xers are mad at the real deal, and they're calling us Nazis because I love that Nazis just turned into a term of I don't agree with this person.
Nazi.
Therefore, Nazi.
Nazi.
Do they know what it means?
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
What?
This is a group that initially created this gentrification, and now they're standing against the
I'm telling you, Manny called it, my buddy Manny, he said it best, okay? No one's ever described it more beautifully to me. He goes, these white people, these anti-gentrifiers, they're the tip of the spear of gentrification. Like,
Yeah.
when you throw the spear, the tip goes first. That's them. And now they're fighting what they created.
So hold on a
It's
second.
self-fulfilling prophecy.
They're anti-gentrifiers.
Because they're cheap and but they're all rich.
But they're
kids.
there and they're attacking the local Greek, Pakistani, and Indian businesses, calling them
Because
Nazis.
those businesses want to gentrify the neighborhood to up their values.
that is absurd. That is
You
absurd.
should join the group. Just
Yes.
to see what they're doing.
It's funny. It's funny because I was thinking exactly of someone with that profile
Yeah.
that wrote this report, because it says that, look, police stations should act as security hubs that are capable of exercising positive leadership and mobilizing the various actors on the ground. They also said, referring to the community groups, that they should get more stable funding so that they can
Park
provide
X Action
better
Squad.
services.
Do they need
Why don't
more
you get the
stables?
fuck out of my community? That'll help my community.
They need more
Yeah,
stables.
and here I quote this. It says it's more than a community police force. It is a concerted and local police force which must henceforth prevail in Quebec with partnership and dialogue as its main weapons.
The Park X Action Squad, or abbreviated PIS, is clearly they're clearly a bunch of colonizers.
Yeah.
They've come into our home neighborhood, and they're colonizing it, calling people Nazis, and trying to get rid of Greek business owners.
I'm amazed you haven't
Pakistanis, and
known
Indians.
about this.
I have not known about it. It's not in my radar.
Oh, I've
had many,
I've dealt with these guys.
So I got
number
thrown
of
out of
occasions.
their group because basically, what had I said? They were calling Costa's Cafe a Nazi cafe, and I was like, guys, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just as a point of like dialogue, I hang out there. They're like, then you're a Nazi. I'm like, I literally made this movie about fighting
Nazis, yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you're banned from the group for life. I was like, what?
Wait. Can you tell me how you got in the group to begin with?
I had a business in the neighborhood, so I was like, I want to know what's going on.
It was when he was in between jobs, so he was unemployed, and they're like, "You fit the description."
No, it was Costa was having issues, so I was like, he's like, they're slandering me, they're calling me things, they're telling people not to come to my business.
Oh, that's who was slandering him.
Yeah. So like, I joined the group to see what was up, and I was like, guys, this is a bit ridiculous. You're basically doing what you're accusing them of doing.
Yeah.
They're Nazis. I'm like, okay.
And this Sasha.
No, it wasn't Sasha. No. I mean, he's in the group. I was other people in the group. Sasha.
Wait, Sasha's a guy?
Sasha's a guy.
Isn't that a girl's name?
It's a unisex name.
Really?
I guess. I don't know. Sasha's just one of
It's
these
just
guys.
like
He,
Jamie.
ran
When I
for
was growing up,
politics.
Jamie was a girl's name,
Jamie
and
is
then
a
I
girl's
found
name.
out it's a double name.
It's a double name. Only Greeks use it as a girl's name. I
Oh,
think.
that's what it is. Stacy, same thing.
Stacy's a girl's name.
No, that's what I thought too.
No.
There's dudes named Stacy.
Their parents hated them.
Maybe.
Stacy is a girl's name.
The more you know. Anyways, this sounds like a garbage organization. I can't believe they go around doing racist shit
And
and,
then they
attacking local public, and then say that the
And the
minorities
best
are the
part
racists.
is they think they're the heroes of the story.
I think deep down inside, unless they're insane, they
They're
understand
insane.
that
They're insane. They're
Guys,
insane.
keep one thing in mind. There's a lot of these organizations that have been created in the last couple of years in Park
course.
Extension, right? It's all these woke things. Let's, community resources. Come into this little cafe. You can wash your clothes in the back. Get like this community
These
dinner
co-ops,
for
yeah.
nearly free, and then at the same time, I don't know, have like some school activities for your kid. Like it's like this.
I mean, nothing you just said is inherently bad.
washing your clothes in the cafe is a little weird.
I mean, yeah, but they're offering a service to the community. I mean, none of these things are bad. It's the
No, they're not
ideologies
actually.
that come with them.
I'll tell you why they're not offering a service to the community. Because the community is the population that regularly lives there, right? The people that go to those cafes are not the community. The people that goes there are those like-minded hippies.
But they all live in the community now.
Now, but they force their way in. They're colonizing, and then they're getting mad at the local populace for selling coffee.
There was a comic who did this whole thing about gentrification and how the first red flag is lesbians moving into the neighborhood.
Michael Che, I think.
Is that what it is? I
Michael
sent it
Che
to you the other day.
No. Michael Che did a good one when he was talking about Brooklyn. He goes,
Yeah, first the lesbians.
yeah,
come.
he goes, yeah, Brooklyn used to be hard. Now there's all these white ladies. He goes, if they're fucking harder than anyone else, he goes, they took over the neighborhood. Yeah.
Funny.
Point is, George, so these racists have a group and they're calling other people racist to deflect from their racism.
I don't think they're racist. They're just
But everything you guys described is people racist. They're attacking minorities.
Anti every other movement. These are the kind of group. And look, a lot of these leftists seem to integrate into these groups, and they have like all these fucking
Sweating
tentacles
again.
that they can reach out to grassroots movements, right? I remember at the very beginning, we're talking about 2007,
water.
2008, we had big meetings with the university team, the Université de Montréal, because they were, there was the plans to build a campus that is there now. and you had all these groups that were against the project, thinking that no, this is horrible. It's going to bring in students. It's going to spike the rent. It's going to change the area. We don't want a university campus here. And I'm thinking, hold on a second, man. You guys just arrived here. I was born and raised in a place where I had to fucking avoid heroin syringes in my lane.
Yeah.
People were fucking dying of poverty, and we have an opportunity here to bring in a university campus that is going to stimulate the economy, build new businesses in a peripheral area that is pretty much all of Park X, because that's how small Park X is. Yeah. And you're telling me that no, this is a bad idea. What the fuck? Like, what do you know about Park X? Yeah. Like how can you come up?
I love that George just became like all of a sudden a Park X nationalist.
No, but I love that. No, he's right. I too am a Park X nationalist. What the fuck do you know, outsider?
Yeah, no, because I've dealt with these organizations, and you have directors of these groups, like for example, the CAP. This is the Comité d'Action Parc Extension.
Holy fuck! There's a couple of these fucking weirdos.
Bro, dude, you don't understand how many there are. So, and you have directors of these organizations that don't even live in Park X.
They just came in and made up rules.
I don't know where the hell they live, and they come in Park X, and they're like mobilizing people like, yeah, we're going to save you here. We're going to fight for your rights. What rights, fuck? Like, what are you talking about? What is the problem? You know what I mean? Like, the rent, yeah, we're following a curb that is natural. I mean, what do you want? You want Park X to remain forever the fucking dumpster of Montreal where the rents are $200
in the ghetto.
You know?
Sorry. So,
I mean, the whole city is progressing, and what do we want? We want Park X to stay behind. I mean, how much sense does that make?
I understand the issue with...
You're trying to keep us as your slave state, white people. Guess what? It ain't going to happen.
You don't live here anymore.
No, I have to get out of the ghetto, bro. You know how it is. Success.
Yeah. No, but guys, you were talking about ghetto. Trust me, Park X, first of all, it has already changed.
First of all, Park X is completely different to what it was 10 years ago. It's a different neighborhood.
I think it's a good thing, even though politically it's bad for me. For us, I mean, there's no more chance for us to get there anymore. But on an economic level,
why, George?
On a societal level,
why are there no more chances, George?
Oh, it's over, man. Look at the demographics.
Yo, can I say something? Because Homer wrote something in the chat right now, and it's very important. Because I remember that I know the place he's talking about. So there's this family owns this old house on Lackady, and they were trying to sell it, and they came in droves to protest the selling of that house, to be like, no, you should make it low-income housing. Or whatever. But the thing is, you can't just decide to take someone's property that they paid for, that they bought, and be like, no, we're taking it over. Are you fucking crazy? If the city wants to buy it off them, they could do whatever the fuck they want. That's different. But you can't just take someone's building, you fucking communists.
Because you know why? Because there's precedent. There was a time, and I think I was there. We were in power then, where the city of Montreal came in and took over some property that
the pedophile house.
Who?
The pedophile place.
No, you're talking about on Ogilvy.
Yeah. No. That's
Can we admit that was a bad move?
It was a bad move.
Leaving pedophiles in front of the metro. Yeah. I remember them hanging out in front.
What do you call it?
Halfway house.
A halfway house, yeah.
And for pedophiles.
No, this was, I can't remember where in Park X it was, but it was the place was.
There's
falling
3
apart.
schools within a 6-block radius of you guys. Have fun.
Yeah, but you know what? Listen, I mean, have you heard of anything bad happening?
No.
What do you mean?
I mean, actually, yes.
Many
when
bad things.
I used to work at the CLSC and Park Extension.
A lot of rapes.
A lot of bad things were happening. These guys were coming in with all kinds of issues. Like I remember.
I can't talk because I never heard anything.
Well, obviously you didn't hear anything about this. You're not in the pedophile grapevine. Good for you.
Phil is.
I heard it through the.
Phil was at the hospital. Phil's different. He got all.
I was offering a public service to the people, and I'm not even from Park X.
But anyway, like I was saying, the city moved in and they appropriated this property, and they had to convert into social housing, and they had the right to do so because it was completely fucking. It was horrible, right? So they took it away from the owner. But what Homer is talking about is horrible because you have these legal transactions that are happening between private individuals, like it happened on the corner of Hutchison and Ogilvy, right across the metro, that big brown building. You had a bunch of organizations that were there. It was like,
what are you talking about?
Where are you talking about hippies, bro?
Are you talking about what I think you're talking about?
Why do I know?
The Greek building.
No, right in front. He's talking about right across.
Oh, okay.
There's grocery stores downstairs and shit.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
basement.
This
Okay,
big brown
yeah,
building
At
on
the
the
bus
corner.
stop.
And there was a big transaction happening. The promoter wanted to develop it into condos, I think, and you had all these groups forcing the city to take it to turn it into social housing. First of all, why would the city? First of all, if the city has money to buy it, do whatever the hell you want. Number
Yeah.
one. But you can't force the private individual to drop his price so that the city can purposely buy it for another. Like, why?
That's
Is that
communism.
annexation.
Bro, who are these? Bro, me, I want to catch these hippies one day, bro.
You know
When
what
I'm
I mean?
walking.
And the
driving.
exact same thing happened. The bakery that was on Beaumont and Curbs.
At the corner there.
Yeah.
What's that becoming, by the way?
It's condos. I think they're going up. So
Social housing
same
or
thing there.
condos?
It was a private transaction. They forced this. They wanted the seller to drop his price so that the city can buy it and convert it into like.
Go fuck yourself.
But that's not what
world
happened,
are we
right?
living in, man?
That's not what happened, right?
No, it's not what happened.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
condos
because
that
those
are
look
being
like
built.
big ass
But
condos.
but I think the one across Park Metro there, that big brown building.
Yeah.
I think finally the city bought it. So but I'm not so sure if the guy dropped his price or if they made a deal, or I'm not exactly sure what happened. Last thing I
If
heard
they're
was that
buying
the
it,
city
I don't
got it to make social housing units there. I just hope that the guy didn't get screwed where he was forced to drop his price so that he can give it to the city. I mean,
That's fucking crazy. Like, there's no laws that protect you from that. We don't live in Soviet Russia.
I guess.
no, but
we do.
imagine, obviously not you, but like someone in your family made an investment 40, 50 years ago, bought that building.
It
You
matured.
spent
Yeah.
your entire life's worth maintaining it and upkeeping it, and you want to sell it because whatever, the value's gone up or whatever, for whatever reason.
You need the money.
And the market tells you that this is the price that it sells for. And you have a bunch of group of hippies that tell you, fuck that shit, drop it half price and give it to the city.
I love
What?
that George
Go
hates
fuck
the
yourself.
hippies
What
so
are you
much.
talking about here?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
And these are groups led by this guy, Sasha.
This guy. Do I know him? Have I seen this guy?
I don't think so.
Does he live in Park Avenue?
He
What's
ran
the
for
name of the
municipal
group? What's the name of
counselor
the
a
group?
couple years ago.
Ran for
He's
municipal
involved
council.
with all these left-wing fucking.
He's
What's the name of the group, George?
He did my COVID test once. He's a nurse.
yeah, he is a nurse.
Oh, okay. Well, his sexual orientation doesn't matter here. I don't mind about that. What I'm saying is, like, that has no bearing. I just want to know his is he bad for the neighborhood?
I don't even know if
that
he's still-
personal shit. I wouldn't even get into.
Look, bad for the neighborhood. I mean, the guy cares. Maybe he cares a bit too much. And
His
he's
heart's
What's
in
way
the
the
right
group?
place.
What's the group? What's the name of the group?
Park X Action Squad.
Squad, bro. The action squad.
That's what they're actually
the
called.
Park X action squad. Yeah.
What a bunch of faggots!
Oh, shit.
You hearing this?
Oh, the water.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, the Park X Action Squadron, actually.
Oh, Squadron.
Bro, that's Star Wars.
Yeah, but there's a lot.
That's so
Poseidon. There's also the CAP, CAPE. There's the RAMP, RAMPE. There's a lot of them. They're all at William Hingston, like in the basement. There's a bunch of them over there, and they're fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with them. I mean, they have a cause. They're helping certain people. They have their clientele. It's good, you know. I mean, if you can reach
But
out
do
to
they
people
help
that-
more than they destroy?
They inadvertently destroyed quite a bit, I think.
Yeah, that's destruction. That's communism, bro.
Okay,
We're
stop
not
saying
for-
that's communism. I mean, you're right this time.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Whatever happened to the good old days where the only organization you needed to help people in Park X was PYO?
Yeah.
Play a little soccer,
Help kids.
do a little dance, you're happy.
They're
Boom.
still there. They're still there. I love PYO, man. PYO is the best.
PYO is the Park X Youth Organization. And I would like to remind you that I still am the PYO male bowling champion.
Are you? Congratulations.
You didn't know this? Yeah.
No, I didn't know this.
I'm number one. Poseidon,
Yeah.
bring the trophy.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hold on. It says, because I found their Facebook page.
Nice.
First of all, it's private.
Yeah, of course.
They
They
don't let
threw me
anyone-
out there.
It goes, respect du débat démocratique.
For
No,
the
that's
for the
bullshit.
record,
That's a fucking lie.
Not only is that a lie, but if you're right and you're true and you're honest, you don't hide in the darkness. You would not make
Yes.
private. You know why you make private?
Yes.
Because you know most logical people see this and say, idiot communists destroy neighborhood because of their racism.
I left my
And-
wife
and they
in
go
the group
en
as a
toutes-
sleeper.
En toutes circonstances, et quelles que soient nos divergences d'opinion, I'm going to translate in English after. Il importe de respecter le débat et de
He's so Greek when he
favoriser
speaks French.
et de favoriser la
Basically,
poursuite.
hold on, I'm saying basically respect
Each other's opinions,
debate. But we're going to get rid of you if you have a contrary opinion, and also we're private because the majority of people who see this are going to laugh at us.
Yeah. I mean, they threw me out for disagreeing with them and making up a good point. I wasn't rude. I wasn't racist. I didn't swear.
Phil's like, I've actively taken an anti-Nazi stance. Look, I've even made a documentary calling out Nazis and how we should fight them. Like,
In
get out of
Park
here,
Extension,
Nazi.
they're like, fuck you, and they threw me out. And then I messaged them.
Since 2012.
And I said, how could you throw me out based on your own guidelines? They're like, we decide. I was like,
But you know what that means, right? They
give a
admitted
shit.
to being Nazis. Like, what do you mean you're talking shit about Nazis?
I left Anna in there as a sleeper.
Good.
We were always criticized because every election, it wasn't this specific group, but it's similar groups to these that used to organize the community debate for during the elections, and we never went to it because first of all, we didn't want to waste 3 hours there. We thought that it was much more convenient to spend 3 hours actually meeting people and actually campaigning. And they always criticized us for never going. And in the back of my mind, I was like, first of all, look who's fucking organizing it. I know for a fact that you're going to mobilize all these left-wing, people that are going to start booing everything that comes out of our mouths.
Call them what they are, holders of extra chromosomes.
So there you have it, man. So these are these are the groups that used to organize these sort of things and criticize the fact that we weren't there.
We should make a documentary about them. Lord of the Chromes.
What if we put them all in a big space and we lock it down, we make them fight, we call it Chrome Dome?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that. The Chrome Domes. What a bunch of fucking idiots.
There's gonna be water.
But you know what it is? They have these echo chambers because they're private. They're not public, so because they don't like scrutiny.
And they can't handle somebody else's
Opinion.
criticism.
No, that's why the
opinion,
second you have a differing opinion, if you use logic, they're like, you're a Nazi.
Honestly, one thing that I did see while I was a member of the group, a passive member, not participating, but looking at what was happening is Greek people were getting thrown out of that group so fast.
Really?
Yeah, it was really
a lot of
interesting
racism with these lefties.
You know
Yeah.
what's like
Why? I'm surprised there are actually Greek people that knew about this.
They
group
probably
and-
saw Park X action. They're like, I love action. I love Park
There's a
X.
few armpit, non-shaving, hairy-legged Greek people, ladies, thems, I guess, in the group high up in the administration.
Demi Lovato style.
Oh God, yeah, I saw that. She's like, I'm not relevant
they
anymore.
hate yogurt too.
Hey, stop. Demi Lovato said that she's 1% African, okay? Respect her blackness.
Sorry, I didn't know. I mean, it seems like she's done it all, right? Almost died, got bullied,
She
was
asked her
fat, wasn't fat,
she's
body
so
shamed,
desperate.
shamed body.
Yeah.
She's like, now I'm a they.
She's so desperate for attention. She also made a request of her fans. She said, stop complimenting each other on your weight losses because complimenting people on weight loss is triggering.
What?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Fucking chunky Lovato over there.
Bro, what's
she's not even that big.
What
so,
is
like,
hold
No, but
on,
it's
hold
fun.
on. What is happening with society, bro?
Here's
Here's
the
the thing.
guy I went to school with came out as non-binary, whatever.
Yeah,
which fine, I don't give a shit if
Not
he wants to
real.
live that way. And
You
he's
live however you
like,
want, it's not
asked
a
me
real
any
thing.
questions. I think I spoke about it a few weeks ago. And I've been watching his posts. First of all he talks about now is that.
Yeah, attention.
That's it.
I'll tell you what happens
And
to
people
society.
have been writing that. They're
It's
like, oh, were you lonely? Did you want
Yeah.
people to look at your posts?
Yeah, what it is appeasement. It's the same thing that we let the Germans do with Poland. It's appeasing. If you keep appeasing and people get what they're looking for, yeah.
I want to see where this is going. Go
Yeah,
on.
if you keep appeasing,
No, you're
because you don't
100%
want to
right.
deal with it. You're like, this is just too stupid. Yay, good for you. And then the person's getting the attention they want or whatever. Well, they're like, okay, this is what I need. I'm going to continue. And it gets to the point after where a lot of people jump on the bandwagon. Like, wait, I could get likes for saying that I'm 1% African. I got this. So everybody joins in. And then it's not everybody, but there's a core group that are very loud. And then that's what happens. Now you have two groups fighting each other. When it should have been when the first idiot came out and said that, like, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. But we fucked up.
I mean, I'm sure there are people who
We fucked up heavy, bro.
genuinely don't feel male or female. I mean, I don't
Yeah, that's
argue,
fine.
I don't
but
argue
but
that
that's
at
not
all.
what we're arguing at all.
No, I know. I'm
Not
just
feeling,
making a point.
not being trans, is not the same as they, them. They, them, this is a linguistic thing. They, them is a plural. This is a plural. That's why language exists. That's a plural. You're just,
Language,
That means
language is also
insinuating there are
fluid and
multiple
can
people.
evolve.
yeah, that me saying jing jang is my pronoun doesn't mean that it's legitimate. It's just me fucking around.
What were your pronouns the other day? I forgot.
Fuck and you.
Yeah.
Have you seen Michael Jackson's pronouns?
He's dead.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty good. As a meme, but good, solid.
Yeah.
What are they fucking doing?
They're touching, they're probably fixing the pipes or something.
They're banging right outside.
Oh, well, that's gay. But
It's not gay if it's in a three-way.
I was not expecting that.
I know. We're almost done anyway.
I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck this.
Yeah,
place.
I gotta run. I have a couple interviews to conduct that
Oh, conducting. You're hiring new people?
Suspicious.
We're
Look
hiring
at
new
this
people.
distinguished gentleman.
Oh, look at this distinguished gentleman who has expanded his corporation. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, and he's growing.
This is good. I'm very proud of you, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Good job. Go grow. Where are you going to find George Chicky Chantrizo so you can catch his Just Us Dads podcast? Links are in the description. Poseidon is unaware of what we're doing here.
I was reading
Links in the description. Find our boy G-Funk. He's got 2 podcasts, the Backstage Podcast and Just Us Diggity Dads, the only podcast by moms for daddies. Just As Dad comes out weekly. It is a hit with the parenting community and the non-parenting community. Also, a bunch of pedophiles like it too because they talk about kids, but we're not talking about them. We don't want them as fans. We're just saying the truth. That's what they do. A lot of them are in the Park X halfway house right now. We're catching up on old episodes. But jokes aside, it's actually a great podcast. I don't even have a kid, and I watch it because it's just fun. I like the banter. A couple of friends getting together, shooting the shit, talking about their lives. And it is interesting to see how they ask questions, how weird it is to raise kids now. Like, it's shit that I never thought I would have to deal with. It is shit that they have to deal with every day now. It's very strange. It's a strange time to raise kids, to be alive, and also a lot of stuff that even watching them, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do with if I had a kid now in terms of giving them iPads and computer usage and TV when everything is screen usage. So how do you pull them out but still want to keep them engaged in reality? It's very strange. So it's a very good podcast. Just Us Dads. Check it out. Thank you, G-Funk.
Hey, George.
Links are in the description.
Shouts out.
Yeah. I'll do our plugs in 2 minutes or something.
Yeah.
We got time. We got time.
Yo, butt stress.
So you stopped smoking and now you're agitated all the time.
No, I tried to stop smoking. I've reduced smoking, and now I'm agitated all the time.
Wait, you have a nicotine patch?
No, nothing.
Oh, I thought you said,
I'm still smoking.
I thought you had a nicotine
No,
patch.
I'm
I
just smoking.
misunderstood.
Like, by this time in the day, especially before the morning show, I'll load up on cigarettes. I've only had 1 cigarette today. So, like, and it was like, I didn't have the whole thing. So, like, now I'm jittery. But, yeah, I tried to quit without mentally preparing myself. And I went 22 and a half hours, comfortable, fine. Had some cravings. I was fine. And then all of a sudden, when the nicotine fully left my system, I spiraled.
Spiral, as they say.
It was bad. Anyone who tells
Wait,
me
how long has that been?
That was last Thursday.
So you haven't smoked since last Thursday?
No. I have. I mean, after I spiraled, I caved. I couldn't. I realized I needed some.
Yeah, you get heavy physical withdrawal symptoms.
But isn't that the portion where you have to fight and not smoke, and then once you get past that,
I read this book. I was telling him.
They come back and forth. Like it lasts a few
No, guys,
months.
don't celebrate me. I didn't do shit. I haven't quit smoking. I failed miserably.
all right, well, try.
I tried. Yeah, for the first time ever.
Also, because you're irritated, like you, me at least, when I try to quit or when I have quit, I would snap at like the slightest thing. Like I would drop a pen and I would go nuts.
Holy shit! Should I sell my AMC stocks?
Why? What happened?
I bought them at $9.
What are they now?
1936.
I don't think they're gonna go higher than that.
Hold on. Let me do some research for you.
That's interesting.
Doing research. Yeah, so I read this book called The Easy Way, and it's a famous book about quitting smoking. And the guy's like, yeah, there are no physical symptoms to withdrawal. It's all mental. I was like, all right,
That's
cool.
not true.
Wait, so the book goes on, and I was like, all right, I could do this. And then all of a sudden, I started getting mental cravings. I was like, all right, I'm fine. But man, fuck, the crash at the end, it took me for a ride. And ever since then, like, it was so intense. Like, I started having anxiety attacks again. I'm just anxious all the time. Like, it's taking me time to, like, readjust, to level out.
Well, you need to level up.
Level out first, then level up.
Level up. Yeah. Wait, are you trying to quit smoking completely?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the
Yeah, I'm
game?
done. The book did one good thing for me. It turned me into a very happy smoker to a miserable smoker. Like, now I smoke and I'm like, oh, why am I smoking?
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
you think about all the toxins?
I just think about it and I'm like, I don't want to be doing this. I'm a fucking prisoner. It's a jail cell.
It is a bit of a jelly
It's
celly.
100% jelly celly.
The smoking, yeah, it is a jail cell.
Also, the day that I didn't smoke, I felt fantastic for most of the day.
I believe that.
I
But it
felt
must
like-
be hard if you're addicted to it. And
Yeah, it's addiction.
something there that's... would you find?
We got a super chat.
We didn't get a super chat.
You know what? I'm not smart enough
Steve
to
Russo says,
comment.
will there be an intellectual episodes this week? I don't know. I doubt it because Guido Grasso is in the mental hospital.
No.
He's getting out demain.
By the way,
hopefully. We don't even know if he's officially going to get out demain.
I'm not smart enough to comment on the AMC stock. You should call our boy.
No, he's gonna tell me to get out immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he deals with real stocks.
Well, you doubled, right?
Yeah.
Almost. How much do you have in there? Anything worth it? Substantial?
Look, essentially, I lose everything if this goes down. I put my entire life savings in AMC. No, I just put a bit. It's I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see if it goes up to 100.
Speaking of AMC, I bought the new Guzzo popcorn, the Ready popcorn. Have you seen this?
No.
So Guzzo's trying to like make money while the COVID's happening.
This fucking guy.
So, and I have no issues with Vincenzo Guzzo. Like, good for him. An industrious fellow.
Fan of the show.
The worst popcorn I have ever had.
I believe it.
Ever,
they're not popcorn guys, right? They're movie guys.
Have you ever left a movie theater with a bag of popcorn and then 2 days later you're like, "Ooh, I wonder if it's still good at home"?
I don't eat popcorn.
Oh,
It says here that even the most positive forecast is still going to go down by a little bit.
I would sell it, AMC.
I'm not gonna listen to you guys.
What is it going to go up? Another $1 at most?
Look, man, I remember when stupid EB games went up to $500, and I wasn't in it. So I'm gonna chill.
All right, do your thing, man. But I don't see any news or any reason to believe that anyone's playing with AMC right now.
But then again,
To that level.
Clearly they are. That's how it went up to 19. They shouldn't even be with $5
Yeah,
right
but
now.
now after what happened with GameStop, people are going to stop that shit.
But it's going to be
Why
after,
would they stop that shit? They made money off GameStop.
it's gonna be
People
out-
would do it again, short squeeze this one so they can make more money.
But the people at the top of the market are watching for shit like this.
Yeah, they're getting squeezed. The reason why this is going up is because they're getting squeezed.
Interesting.
All those put options, and people are just holding it. Like I've had it for 2 months. How long have I had it when I bought it at $9? Just chilled and waited.
The fuck do I know?
I forgot that I had it.
Crypto's all
But-
gone.
The forecast said it will be over a very long period of time, so you can chill.
There's no way it's going to stay. It's either going to go back down to normal or it's going to explode. There's no way it's going to stay at 19. It's not worth that much.
Let's hope it explodes.
What happens
So
with
it explodes.
theaters? The theaters are reopened now.
I have no idea, but I'll hold for a bit.
Also, speaking of markets, the crypto market is
Shit show right now.
yeah.
The dip just kept dipping. I'm like, I bought the dip. I'm like, wait.
Oh, wait, are you guys still down?
Oh yeah. Not
Oh,
as much
fuck.
as I was
I
2 days ago.
haven't bought it. I haven't invested in anything.
You've invested in me. I
true.
appreciate
In
it, sir.
myself, yes.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep, who knows, man. Fucking MC goes high enough, give you a bonus.
Oh,
What's 10% of nothing?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna start calling stockbrokers.
Oh, no, not money. I'm going to give you like a piece of cake so we can
Oh,
celebrate
what?
or something. Yeah, it's my
Like a
investment,
sticker.
asshole.
Maybe a sticker.
I start breaking stockbrokers' arms.
All right,
Cue the music.
I'm out. Bye, guys.
Listen,
Patience.
before he leaves, Phil,
Yeah.
what are you doing leaving? We're trying to plug you here. Oh, go. Phil Balabanos. He's on a phone call right now. It's very important. He's trying to make people's commercials. Phil Balabanos, balabanos.com. Links in the description. He has a podcast. He makes films. He's a filmmaker. If you need a commercial to make your illegitimate business look legitimate or to make your legitimate business look a little bit more legitimate, Phil is your man. Phil's an expert in making films, movies, TV shows, commercials. But right now, very lucrative, the commercial business. If you want your commercials, you go to Phil Balbanos, and his links are in the description. You can follow our boy Poseidon, the Poseidon69 on Twitter and on Instagram. He's also on Twitch, twitch.tv/theposeidon69. Check him out. He plays video games. If you like video games, you can watch him play video games. It's a weird thing. Why don't you just play video games yourself instead of watching him play video games? But sometimes it's fun to watch him play video games because he yells at people and he's playing video games. Twitch.tv/theposeidon69. Myself, PantelisComedy.com. If you want to support and join the nation, Patreon.com/Pantelis is where you go. Ugh, I coughed. Where you go to get your shit first. We got a new French cast that's up there with Rashid Badouri. Rashid hasn't done an interview in a long time, but he came to do the French cast because I am Canada's #1 interviewer right now, French or English. So check that out. French cast is up there. It was a great episode. It's going to come out for everyone tomorrow if you're not on the Patreon. But if you're not on the Patreon, I have a question for you. Why the fuck not? It's cheaper than your bag of smokes. And you get all kinds of content. Plus, you're part of the Pantelis Nation. It's a whole community of people. Check out the Discord. They'll let you know. 2 Drink Minimum, new episode just dropped on audio and it drops on video in 4 minutes on the 2 Drink Minimum YouTube channel. Check that out. We love you, but go fuck yourselves. Yeah.